Testing 1 2. Sorry about that. Hey friends, good to have you. I'm on it. On it. Hey friends. Put on the ambient music here for the mystery of Blood on the Clocktower. I'm here to nerd out with you all. Welcome. It's a good time. Yeah, I imagine I can see it now on the so I had a lot of changes in my OBS setup. For those who don't know, I actually do a lot of equivalent of streaming for my lectures. So I changed a lot of settings for my lecture setup, and apparently they did not carry over to my Blood on the Clocktower setup, but now they do. Oh, little by little. Hopefully there's nothing else screwed up. All right, how we doing today? How we doing today? I saw some visitors, including some dangerous visitors. Welcome, visitors, dangerous and otherwise. Let's see, a little bit high here. Let me peeking here. Yeah. All right, today the script is Bad Moon Rising for Blood on the Clocktower. We'll be playing Blood on the Clocktower, a social deduction game. What a fun social deduction game. And we'll be playing the Bad Moon Rising script, which is a fairly advanced script. So let's get started. Actually, let me pull up the spreadsheet. We're doing some spreadsheets here. Hey there, Dahota. Welcome. All right. So getting used to this one. So what are the roles in this script? We'll type them out. Okay, we got our townsfolk, our good folks with good powers. Got our townsfolk. Look how good of a typist I am. Okay, we got our grandmother. The grandmother starts knowing another particular townsfolk or good player. I believe it's townsfolk. All right, let's pull it up. A good player. Good player. They know that and their character. But if the demon, and only if the demon kills them, you die too. Out of grief. Out of grandmother grief. So we're just popping into this. I came in a little late, but I'm happy to chat about other things. We have the sailor. The sailor. The sailor, each night you choose a player, and one of the two and they cannot be killed. Sorry. Actually, I am way out of practice. Each night, choose an alive player. Either you or they are drunk until dusk. You can't die. So, so if you made yourself drunk, then you very well may. You very well may die. So again, this script, for those who don't know, is about death and the uncertainty of death in the game. Is where death can come from. There will be deaths caused by any number of sources or lack of deaths caused by any number of sources, and what caused them. And if you're a good or an evil player, there are reasons that you may have caused or avoided death. And trying to discern which of them they are, a big part of the game. So we'll see how this goes. I'm a little out of practice here on Bad Moon Rising. I think it's been a while, maybe close to a month since I streamed with you all. All right, the chambermaid. Chambermaid, good information roll. The chambermaid, each night you choose 2 players, and you learn how many of them woke due to their own ability that night, right? So if they were the demon, they woke up to make a kill. If they were if they were the gambler, they woke up to make their gamble. Yeah, choose 2 alive players, not yourself. You learn how many woke tonight due to their ability. Those details matter, okay? The exorcist. Okay, so each night the exorcist wakes up, chooses a player. If they are the demon does not wake that night, but the demon then learns who you are. So basically you can use it to prevent kills on a given night, but the demon then knows you are the exorcist. I was the demon and got exorcised the last time by Taryn. That's a little scary to have that happen. Yeah, let's see. Let's just make sure I missed no other nuances. Each night, choose a player. It's different to last night. Cannot be the same night 2 times in a row. The demon, if chosen, learns who you are and doesn't wake tonight. So we're sort of quizzing ourselves and going in and checking. See, because all those nuances matter. So you can't just lock down the exorcism on a single person every night. You got to choose different ones, right? So, all right, the innkeeper. The innkeeper is another role where you choose another player, and you basically choose to protect them. Neither you nor them can die that night, but I believe you're both drunk. Let's take a look. Each night, choose 2 players. Choose 2 different players. They can't die tonight, but one is drunk until dusk. See, this is why we're doing the review. This is part of the preparation here. Top question. Sorry, what's the question here? Okay. Let's check out some of the chats here I'm missing here. All right, we've got. Is Dwight doing pairs in the game? What do you think is the most critical piece of info in BMR? I don't know. Tough question. All right. BMR being Bad Moon Rising, the script that we're playing. Okay. All right, so we got the Innkeeper. All right, choose 2 players. They can't die tonight, but one is drunk until dusk. Technically speaking, you could choose yourself, right? But you risk making yourself drunk. Okay. Gambler. Every night the gambler wakes up and they gamble whether or not a particular player is a particular role. If you're wrong, you die. Okay? Each night, choose a player and guess their character. If you guess wrong, you die. So if you want to be safe, you can gamble that you are the gambler, and as a result, you will probably be right, and therefore you'll be safe. Or you can use it to gamble things and see if you die from your gambles. The Gossip. Okay, this one's a little one. I have a mixed relationship. The Gossip, that every day you can make a public statement. Tonight, if it was true that a player dies. Okay? Again, death is information in this particular game. So we got he's a gambler, and we got the Gossip. Sorry for that. Okay, Courtier. The Courtier is wild. That the Courtier, they don't choose a player. If they at night, once per game, they choose a character, meaning a role, like one of these roles, and that role is drunk for the next 2 days. I need really 3 nights and 3 days. Okay, so that means you could say, hey, if I'm gonna make this particular demon, not the player, the demon, drunk, which means that their kills don't go through, right? So if the Courtier is able to figure out what kind of demon is in play, bad news. Bad news. The Courtier is crazy. Christy says, I recommend using it on the DA, meaning the Devil's Advocate, one of the minions that we'll get to soon. So anyway, did I forget to write any of these down? Innkeeper, Gambler, Gossip, Courtier, Professor. Professor. Once per game at night, the professor could choose a player and could bring them back to life. Okay, it's the only way a good player can cause a resurrection. Once per game, choose a dead player. If they are a townsfolk, to be clear, townsfolk, not necessarily outsider, townsfolk, they are resurrected. So it's a way to check if they are in fact a townsfolk as well. Okay, townsfolk. These are little details that I'm forgetting here. Minstrel. Minstrel's great. If you execute a demon during the day, all players are drunk that night. Which means that if you execute a minion, there will be no deaths that night because all the player abilities won't work, right? Okay, when a minion dies by execution, all other players except travelers are drunk until dusk tomorrow. I haven't even barely touched travelers. I'm not ready to start with that. So until dusk tomorrow, basically until like the end of the day. What exactly dusk means is not super clear to me. I think it's when the voting starts. It was unclear to me. All right, the Minstrel. Oh my goodness, we're about ready to start. We're gonna run out of time. Should have started earlier. Okay, Tea Lady. A Tea Lady. If both of your living neighbors are good, then they can't die. Okay, so that means living neighbors. So we'll skip over dead neighbors, right? If both your alive neighbors are good, they can't die. Correct. So it's a way of checking if both of your neighbors are good. Then it means they can't die. Tea Lady. All right, Pacifist. Executed good players might not die. And we'll have to ask Dwight what he means by might not, because he has kind of his own rules for what he decides are the conditions which they might not die. My understanding is that if it was going to be the first time the town kills a good player it would really hurt them, he's going to prevent that death one time, but he's not going to do it again. So it's not like it's not like the Pacifist can prevent like a lots of bad decisions by the town, but one bad decision it helps prevent. The Fool, the first time you die, you don't. Right? Again, another reason why they might not die the first time, right? If they're killed by the demon. All right, let's talk about our outsiders. We can keep talking while the game gets ready. The goon. The goon, the first time they are interacted with on a given night by a player, the goon becomes their alignment, and they will know it. So if they're about to be, let's see here. Each night, the first player you choose the first player to choose you with their ability is drunk until dusk. You become their alignment, right? So so the goon is immune from other characters at night, but keeps changing allegiances. So basically, let's try to find an example. So like if the demon tries to kill the goon, the demon becomes drunk, and I'm assuming the kill does not go through because the demon is drunk. However, the goon has become evil. Okay. All right. The assassin is so that's another example we'll get to in a second. All right. Lunatic. I love the lunatic. I mean, it's good. I actually think the marionette is my favorite. I like it more than the lunatic. But you think you are the demon, but you are not. The demon knows who you are and who you choose at night. So basically, you're the demon. You think you're the demon, but you're not. So you might be trying to kill people at night, and you might say, I'm going to kill Steve. But then the real demon learns that you chose to kill Steve, and he knows who you are. So the demon can try to choose Steve to try to convince you that you are, in fact, the demon, but you're the lunatic. Cool, nifty, neato, awesome. Tinker. The Tinker may die at any time. Basically, in the middle of the day or at night, Dwight can just decide to kill the Tinker. But it's the only role that should be able to die just in the middle of the day. So that would confirm it. Or it can just die at night for just any reason. The Moonchild. Okay? The Moonchild, if they choose... So when the Moonchild learns that they died, they have to publicly choose one alive player. If they were good, they will die. Okay? Sure, I'm going to get an alert in case Dwight is ready. Okay. All right, look at our minions. Funny. Funny. Yep. So the question, help me out. Okay, Dave, great question. So in short, the good team wins if we kill the demon. Okay? The evil team wins if they get down to the final two and the demon's still alive. Okay? That's how it works. So this is a lot like Mafia or the Goose Goose Duck or the Among Us games, but it's these roles make it really intricate. So it's a real puzzle as to what's going on. And you'll see we'll be like spinning our minds and like, oh, it's crazy. But like the demon is doing everything they can to kill players at night and get down to the final two. Okay? And they have minions that are on their evil team that will help them out. It doesn't matter if the minions live or not, only that the demon lives. Okay, the Godfather. The Godfather gets the evil team extra kills at night if an outsider died the previous day. The minion starts knowing which outsiders are in play. It's great. If one died today, choose a player tonight, they die. And it also changes the number of outsiders. So Dave, here are all the good players. I'm going to mark them with a nice little color for nice light blue. Look at that. All right. And then we're going to have our evil characters right here. Right here. That can be nice and kind of a reddish color. So the minions are bad. So there are townsfolk that are good, that are helpful. There are outsiders that are good, but they're kind of unhelpful. The minions are evil and they help the demon. And the Devil's Advocate's another example. This is a pretty complex script here, but it should be interesting. The Devil's Advocate, each night they get to choose a player who, if they're executed during the day, they do not die. But they have to choose a different player from the last round. So they can't just keep showing the same person, like, oh, I want them to stay safe. Because if they would just make sure that their demon lives and gets to the end. So they have to choose different ones. And it can cause chaos that way. Yeah. Oh, love you, Dave. It's a joy having you. The Assassin. Oh my goodness. Once per game, choose a player, they die. So basically, they once per game, they get a kill. But unlike the demon's kill, this kill cannot be stopped no matter what. So it creates all kinds of interesting effects with the other roles. For instance, if the demon were to try to kill the goon, the role that would make them otherwise drunk and therefore stop the kill, the assassin, in contrast, the kill goes through anyway. So it's actually, so the goon becomes evil and dies, and therefore remains evil for the rest of the game and can't be swapped back. So there are lots of little weird interactions. So you have the assassin. Oh, sorry, I saw a message. Okay, we're about to get started here. I'm gonna join in just a minute. We have the mastermind, and we'll talk about the demons once they come into play. Just write them down, and then we'll hop in. So we got the zombie. Basically, you gotta double tap them, just like our zombie. You gotta kill them twice. If you kill them once, they'll look like they're dead, but they're not. The pucka, they poison a player, then they die the next night. The Shabaloth, they kill 2 people in a given night, but one of them might get regurgitated and come back alive the next day, which is pretty crazy. And the Poe, if they choose not to kill one night, the next night they get to kill 3 people. Okay, that's the way that the different demons work. And there will be only 1 demon in the game, and Town's job is kill the demon. The last role we didn't talk about here was the mastermind. They are really interesting. Let me pull up the game while I'm talking. They're really interesting because they're an evil player that, because they're in the game, if the game were to end because Town killed the demon, the game actually goes for 1 more day. Secretly, 1 more day. Like, the game's not over. The game should be over, but it's not. And if during that day, Town executes a good player, the evil team wins. So you have to ask yourself, is the game still going because we didn't kill the demon? Or is the game still going because there's a mastermind out there, right? Okay, let me pull up Blood on the Clocktower. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, friends. Hey there, folks.
Is it Christian, not Hubicki?
It is Deepening.
It's he. It's he.
Oh.
But he does not have his camera working for some reason.
Non-camera squad, rise up.
I feel that the camera might be a little bit too much of a strain on the internet at my hotel Wi-Fi. So
We're just restarting the camera real quick. I'm going to try to get the audio working. They seem a little quiet. Maybe I can try to up my audio here somehow. Okay. I gotta be careful here, friends. I'm trying not to do my camera, the wrong camera here. Give me a second. I'll be right. I'm gonna let them know. I have a little technical issue. I'm gonna try to fix it real fast. Okay, give me a second. Still working on it, friends. Almost done. Having to rerun the setup on the app is a little challenging. Testing 1, 2.
Dragoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that is
Oh.
true.
I
That
have
is
not turned the last several times I've been the goon, so
I haven't
just
either,
saying.
and I was sad, and everyone just executed me, and it
I've
didn't.
always.
Don't remind me, Pam. I could have turned you.
I really can't wait to drag Pam into the gutter with us.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Is that a haircut, Professor?
Me? Never. It was a lawnmower accident.
Oh, it looks great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I paid for a lot for the lawnmower. Thanks, Homer.
Everyone sees a roll? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you.
What the that? Good night.
Good night.
All right, so we're starting the game. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Yeah. So for those who don't know, I am the Tinker. I am the Tinker. And so that means I could be killed at any time for any reason, and I'm an outsider, okay? If I die during the day, if there's a Godfather, there will be a extra kill that night, potentially. We have 2 starting outsiders, okay? By default, as you can see by the center of the screen here. So we should expect there to be 2 outsiders. Ways that could be different is that the Godfather can either add or subtract 1. So there should be either 1, 2, or 3 outsiders in the game. So this is basic outsider math. And it's important because we can go and look at our characters here and see what are our outsiders. The lunatic will not know that they are the lunatic. And we want to try to determine if there is a lunatic. Okay, so I'm the Tinker. Should it be known that, is there a reason for me not to say that I'm the Tinker? The reason would be is if they execute me, then the Godfather get an extra kill. Is there a reason for me to be cagey about the Tinker, other than just generally being quiet about what's happening in the game? Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Settings, advanced, condensed character sheet. Let's try this. Thank you. Settings, advanced, condensed character sheets. Let's try that. Oh, look at that. Oh, thank you. Thank you to Christy. Christy? Sorry, you like it as Christy, not Take Christy. Just let me know how you want me to call you. So, thank you. All right, look at that. So nice. Condensed, so it's a little bit easier to see. Oh, look at that. So much nicer. Thank you. Now let's get things out of the way. No one's talking to me, right? All right. We got a lot of people here. We got 12 players. Christy is fine. Good. Yeah, I mean, I need to decide. I was going to come in and actually, if I and come up with a game plan before I got my role. One idea I had was to decide a game posture before I play, like in a particular game. Am I going to be aggressive? Am I going to be quiet? Am I going to be inquisitive? Am I going to be helpful? Am I going to be like in a way that I decide before I get my role? That way, it's a good way to not have too detectable of a meta, right? That's one of the challenges that can happen, is that like my meta can be gamed. They're like, oh, Christian's not talking enough. He must be evil. That's annoying to do when that happens. I mean, this is not like Survivor, where Survivor you're never doing anything other than playing for yourself and whatever alliance you decide to be playing with. You know, you don't have a different victory condition that's drawn at random that you have to disguise like you have to do in Clocktower. Okay. Yeah. So I decided in my head I was going to be inquisitive today. I was going to try to get I'm going to be inquisitive. Please give me information. Just trying to get as much as I can. Inquisitive. That's what I was going to do. I can do that because I'm be like, look, I'm the Tinker. I can die at any time. I'm going to try to. I think that this is going to give me a hopefully very strong believability to my role. And the other thing is, though, why would evil try to kill me if they know I'm the Tinker? They would purposefully leave me alive, hoping that Dwight will kill me at some future time. Yeah, no Stephen Fishback. Not Stephen Fishback there, Dave. So this is actually a pretty straightforward role. I don't have a ton to do. I'm not helpful for town via my role, but I can try to be as helpful as I can to win the game just by deduction. So what can I do? I can put people on the spot because I can basically come out swinging with my role when I get into a conversation. It's like, hey, what's going on with you? I can hard claim to you right now. I think it's important to for people to know that I am an outsider, because if I am an outsider, that clarifies the outsider count. And that's one of the key things we try to figure out in the first couple of days of the game. How many outsiders are there? How many do we know about? And yeah, I don't see too much of it. It sounds like people in the chat are saying not too much of a danger to doing the Tinker, right? Yeah, so Dave, maybe this is a question for Dave, because I got you here. Like, so you and Steven both played in the first 10 years of the game. So did you and Steven like meet at the 10-year anniversary party and things like that? The crazy stuff that happened? You have to tell me. I'm just kind of putting it out there because I know that you had some awesome red pants or something, if I recall, that sticks in my brain. Because that must have been wild. That's something that could never happen again, which is have like all these people at this 10th anniversary party. Yeah, they would never do that again. There's too many survivors these days. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Dave. That sounds quite a ball. Quite a ball. Yeah, now I think that for the show, like we're on the show pays attention to us for a little bit, then they move on to the next thing, and they just move on. There's not much there's no big event that they're gonna bring back all the people from a couple of seasons ago. They just kind of move forward. I think that's just how the show works these days. So that's awesome that they did that at some point. Such a commemorative event. Yeah. All right, so who do we got around? Here's another thing we can do. Who are these people? Who are these people? Who am I playing with? I don't know a lot of these folks. All right, let's see if we can get here. So we've got, some people I know. Let's go around the thing. I don't know John Mind. I don't know Mitchell. I've seen Kohava before. I'm not sure I've played. I don't recall exactly, but I definitely remember what she looks like. Mina, don't know her. Me, Steven, not Fishback. It's gonna be very confusing, Dave. Omer, I do know. Scally, there's Scally, great. Pambella. Jeff, I know Jofo, don't know Adam. So 12 people, of whom I know approximately 4. How hard could this be? Or wreck?
Morning, my beloved town. You come back to the town square and discover in the horrific series of events that your storyteller, me, has been murdered, mangled, and body from hanging on a clock tower. And
that was graphic.
We love to see it.
Oh my god, no more. Anyways, you find the demon who did this, and avenge me.
Pull me into a chat, someone.
I'm stabbing.
Hello.
Hello, Omer.
Oh, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I am good. I don't know how to play this one very well, but I am good.
Okay, you're good. You're good. So, is there a strategic reason you want to keep this close to the vest, or is it just uncertainty as to how to play it?
I think that it does not I think it's something that is more valuable as a secret, I think.
Okay, well, let me know if this changes your calculation. I'm going to come out hard swinging because I don't think there's a reason I shouldn't. I'm the Tinker.
Oh yeah, that's not a good one though, right?
It's not good. It's not a good roll. I mean, actually, but the only reason I'm putting it out there is because I don't think there's a reason not to, because we got to get the outsider count out there. Also, me coming swinging at you immediately with that roll either tells you I'm bluffing boldly as a minion, or or I'm a demon that already has their bluffs, which narrows it down, or I'm actually the tinker, right?
Okay.
So,
well, then I'll just tell you what I am.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell anyone else yet.
Okay.
I am the sailor.
Okay. All right.
And from what I understand is that the problem is I don't know, can I be executed or no? If I get executed, will they be like, he's not dead?
The way sailor works is like you can't die unless you've been made drunk. And I'm assuming. So who'd you choose last night?
Steven.
Okay, you chose Steven.
So if I nominate myself and I actually die, it probably means that Steven is a evil person, right?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with good or evil. It just means one of you two is going to be drunk as chosen by Dwight, right?
But I just thought that Dwight said kind of that if in his meta that if I picked a very valuable person to die or to like immediately that he would not probably poison the demon.
You know, you know what? That's actually a pretty good inference. Right, Dwight? Dwight
hey,
agrees.
Bitch, can you answer a question? Can the sailor, like, how do you choose who's drunk? Don't you sometimes choose, like, if I chose the demon off the jump, you probably wouldn't make them drunk night one. So I could infer that they're probably a bad person.
Why wouldn't I make the demon drunk night one? They don't kill.
Don't they? I mean, sorry.
Not night one. Listen to the pucka.
Wait, when does the drunkenness end after?
It's each night.
Yeah.
So he picked the
Until
sailor,
dusk.
like,
Okay, so tomorrow night, theoretically, if I pick the demon, you probably are not going to make them drunk.
Yeah.
So if you're the sailor, then yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about sailor?
Yeah.
He's talking about sailor. Yeah. Sorry, he's making assumptions that you're gonna answer these questions. So I think that's not a crazy idea, Omer. Especially considering you don't protect anyone, you're not like the innkeeper, right?
Yeah.
The only thing would be like if we hope that the demon tries to kill you for some reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, but I believe what you're saying.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Joe motherfucking O. Can you
What
tell
did
us?
I do to start with that?
I'll say.
Omer,
Omer, if you could interrogate, talk to Jofo. I'm gonna go find someone else. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
I
See you,
heard there's
Jofo.
a-
Hello, Adam.
What do you got going on?
I have things going on. I am good, and I'm curious if you're willing to share any information with me, because I can go in more detail if you'd like.
I have no information. I am the tinker, and I'm going to be begging for death all game.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome that you're begging for death all game. So, okay, all right. In that case, I have to. Someone else claimed Tinker.
Interesting.
It's interesting. So are they lying? I'm assuming.
I'm assuming they're lying.
Okay.
Obviously they're lying. I see.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. So it's all right. So, awesome. Okay. In that case, I'm not sure who to believe. In this case, if you don't mind that I'm a little sketched out by that. Okay.
Nope, that's fair. That's
all right.
Fair.
I'm gonna leave it with that. I have heard a counterclaim of Tinker.
All right.
I'm gonna go talk with them and see if they. I'm gonna see what they say.
Give me anything on what you might be?
No, not now. Not now.
Okay.
Why would I do that?
Okay. Good luck.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello, Kahava. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I think have we played before?
I
Yeah, we played once.
I'm like a Final 3 con sort of Marshall organized or something.
Great, awesome. No, it's good to see you. So I might be bringing some information to town once we get there. But anyway, so anything? I'm willing to go into some detail if you're willing to go into some detail. Or how comfortable are you?
Yes, I'm comfortable sharing anything. So let's see. I'll share however much you want to share. I think I'm still happy with that at this point.
I'm the tinker, and Adam tried to tell me he was the tinker.
Amazing. That's okay. I am the minstrel.
You're the minstrel. Okay. All right. Well,
how
that's.
well do you know Adam? Do you think he would be just doing crazy stuff, or do you think he's serious about claiming your role?
I have no idea. I've never met so many of these people. He just claimed
Okay,
his role to my face. He said he was the Tinker and I am the Tinker. So,
Okay.
and I told someone immediately, I pulled someone aside immediately and told him the Tinker. So either I'm boldly lying as a thing, but I guess he's boldly lying as something. If you're the minstrel, hopefully we just caught a freaking caught a minion.
We should kill both of you. I'm really on board with this plan.
Okay. All right. Well, I vote him first, but honestly, I don't care if I'm killed because I'm going to be died
He
anyway.
may just die. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
That'd
Bye.
be nice for me.
Good. All right. So, yep. All right, minstrel. Bye.
Not the gong.
I don't respect Dwight's gong, and I never will.
That's fair.
Excuse me? Why don't you respect me?
We've learned to respect the gong.
Ah, surely.
Some of
Anyways,
us don't learn our lessons ever, so.
yeah. Anyways, welcome back. There's 12 of you alive. Feel free to discuss, gossip, do whatever you wish.
I'm gonna gossip that the demon is Pambala, and then I'm gonna nominate her after that.
Okay, gossip that demon is Pam. Jeff.
I would like to gossip that the mastermind in Godfather is not in play.
That's on Godfather not in play?
Yeah.
Right, heard. Jofo?
I'm going to gossip that there's a fool in the game.
Heard. John?
I will gossip that it is a Zombool game.
Heard. Mitchell?
I would like to gossip that is a Shabaloth game.
Heard. Gohoff?
I would like to gossip that the following characters are all in play: Exorcist, Tinker, Gambler.
Heard. Steven?
I would like to gossip that there's a lunatic in play.
Heard. Pam?
I would like to gossip that the demon is one of my neighbors.
Heard. Adam?
I would like to gossip that there is a mastermind in play.
Heard. Any other gossips? All right. I guess feel free to talk.
I would like to put something out there. I've heard a double claim of Adam's role. So Adam claimed to be Tinker, but I am the Tinker.
Um,
I think we found our two outsiders.
Mitchell and Adam?
Yeah. That's interesting.
That's all you have to say?
I could see two possible worlds. One where he's evil, at which point that'd be awesome to get rid of him. Number two, he could be the goon, and hopefully we can lock him in as good and not evil. But he could have been chosen tonight.
He could be the lunatic with that bluff, right?
Adam?
Yes.
I am going to claim Tinker and beg Dwight for death. Christian, let's talk tomorrow, though.
John?
What the hell does that mean?
Wants to make a deal.
You invoke the wrath of the Tinker.
I was going to let this play out a little bit to have fun, but it seems pertinent now. Adam's definitely the lunatic. He messaged me right away and asked me what I was. And then I talked to him, and he's like asking what minion I was. So he got shown me as a minion. I'm not the minion. So Adam's a lunatic.
Oh, and
Christ.
Wait, what?
I had a feeling that was the case. I don't know why, but I did. So I'll just change my.
I thought. Okay, I'm so confused because I just thought Adam was talking in third person for a second.
Well, let's wait. I see. Let's build some worlds here. Let's assume this is all isn't just bogus nonsense put out for the sake of what some call fun. Let's assume that for a second that Adam. So let's assume I'm the Tinker because I am. At least it's gonna be one Tinker. Let's talk outsider count. Are there any other outsiders around? Anyone who come out as outsider at this point?
I've heard Goon in a 3. That's
I've heard good in a 4.
Because if there's only two claims of outsiders, me and whatever the hell Adam is, then that means either he is the lunatic and we don't have a godfather, or he isn't. He's lying and there is a godfather.
Yeah, I think it's pertinent to what Christian's talking about because I can add at least some context and maybe validity to the situation. And that I talked with John halfway through the day, and he was like, "Yeah, Adam's definitely the lunatic, and I'm playing along with it because it's funny." And I go, it basically said the whole thing that he said to me, and then I go straight to Adam, And I'm like, oh, so like, what's going on? And he says whatever, and then I say whatever. So I'm like, so are you sure you're not the lunatic? Because I heard little rumors. I wanted to keep it up because I didn't want to ruin John's fun, John's like little shenanigan. But I think having an outed lunatic early only helps good if it's true. And I think the more it lingers on with Adam thinking he's the demon, other people might think he's actually the demon. So I think it's good to hash this out early.
Mitchell and Christian.
So I will say that does work either way, though. Like Christian can claim Tinker, but if Christian's the Godfather, that basically just means that that's a built-in bluff that Christian has, and Dwight would never like act on the Tinker during the day. So I kind of feel at this point that Christian probably won't die to his ability, either way.
Yeah, so I agree with the last part of that I probably won't be dying to my ability unless there's some reason it becomes convenient later for Dwight to do. Regarding the Godfather, there's also the possibility he came in as a +1, right? And therefore, I could have accidentally bluffed into being 4 outsiders if I claimed to be Tinker. So I'm not sure that works. The reason I'm trying to deduce Godfather, we really should know if there's any other outsiders out there, because if there are no other outsider claims, then there's no penalty Godfather-wise for killing Adam.
Kohav and then Adam.
This works out great because I have a question for Adam. Do you think you're the lunatic? And if so, what demon did you draw out of the bag? What were your minions and what were the bluffs?
This is fucking up. I do think I'm a lunatic at this point. I was trying to get to Omer because Omer was the other minion I saw with John, and the bluffs I got were fun. Professor, Pacifist, and Tinker.
And what kind of demon?
Oh.
Interesting.
Adam did message me that he was the Pope.
Yeah.
Wait, Tinker was one of the bluffs?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So which means I see no little penalty. In fact, a lot of good reasons to get rid of. I say at least little penalty of getting rid of Adam at this point.
Nominations are open, I guess.
The Godfather would say that.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'd say the Godfather would know what outsiders were in play. So
they would know the number. I forgot about that element of the Godfather.
I
would know that.
They would know exactly which ones were in play. So it is sometimes common for the Godfather to bluff an outsider because they're told which ones are and aren't in the game.
Look, I'm not going to volunteer for death, but if people are really actually concerned about that, I don't. GAF.
John?
I would prefer to kill someone besides Adam, because if it is a Zombull game by chance and we kill someone here, then the demon won't get to kill in the night. So if there's only one kill, that could be really helpful if there is a gossip to know that the gossip kill went through. Whereas if there's a Godfather in play, that could throw things off. If we kill Adam.
Omer?
What if Adam is the zombule that is trying to pretend to be the lunatic, A, and B, I nominate Pamela because there's a double claim. She is claiming things that other people have already claimed, and that's a little bit weird.
Pam, your defense?
Omer, people lie in this game. I don't know if you're familiar with the concept. Also, we never spoke, so I'm not really sure who's telling you what I claimed.
I have heard you have claimed some roles that have already been otherwise claimed.
Okay.
And we know that you're the Queen of Chaos.
Anything else print before I run this vote for Pam?
He's aware people
Coming to
lie,
the King of
for the
Chaos.
record. He's very aware.
Okay, no liar.
It's just him.
6 votes to put Pam on the block. Jeff, Jofo, Adam,
Whoa.
John, Mitchell,
What the hell?
Koha,
Steven.
Nina, Christian, Steven, Omer, Sally, Pam. 5 is not enough.
What?
Mitchell.
Can I nominate Omer?
Tell me why.
Okay, in the world where Adam is the lunatic and John and Omer are the minions, that I believe would lead to the idea that one of them probably is a minion.
Omer, your defense?
I fucking dare you. I'll vote for this. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Anything
I'm
else
gonna
for
vote for this one.
Yeah,
Run
Pertinent. I was the lunatic in a Dwight game a
Okay.
couple weeks ago, and he did give me one of the minions as my minion.
It takes 6 votes to put Omer on the block. Running it.
I'm not afraid.
Scally, Pam, Jeff, Jofo, Adam, John, Mitchell, Kohov, Mina, Christian, Steven, Omer. 7 is enough. Omer's on the block. Any
Omer,
other?
did you DA protect yourself?
What did you say?
Did you DA protect yourself?
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay.
what I did. And watch me not die right now.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm the courtier and I picked DA. This is a joke.
That would have been.
I want to see who panicked. Who panicked?
I got so excited.
I jumped on that early. Based upon what Omer told me in private as well.
Why don't we spend the day now and see what? Fuck around and find out, Dwight.
I'm the storyteller.
What is happening?
I mean, he sees your token. He doesn't need to find out.
It sounds like no one else wishes to nominate, so I can. Oh, John.
That was an accidental spacebar.
Oh, okay.
But now you have to say something for profound. Go now.
Something profound.
Perfect.
Okay. It sounds like y'all want me to end the day, so I can go ahead and do so. All right. Omer has been executed and does not die. Good night.
You best not miss the king if you're gonna take your shot.
Wow.
He seems pretty confident that was gonna happen, Omer.
Yep.
All right. Okay, let's chat. All right, talk friends. So, a lot of outsider information today, I would assume, right? Right. This would I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, we got no other outsider claims. Only one in a 3-for-3. Only one no one hard claimed an outsider other than myself. And what we believe to be Adam. Adam is either the lunatic or evil. There's no world where that's not the case, unless he's just trying to have fun. So, yeah. So, yeah. I think that Omer is a very clever guy. He had his bluff immediately. I agree. I was thinking, I went to him first because, I wanted to talk to Omer. I like Omer. But after talking with him, I wanted to get out of him what he is. So I'm happy to openly claim with him what I was, and I got it out of him. So thankfully, he was already reasoning through. I'm tempted to believe that he's good. I sure as hell hope there are no other claims to outsiders just hanging around. There's not a secret goon somewhere. Okay. But if we, and odds are I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna be alive for a while. One way I messed up is I forgot that the Godfather learns who the people are. Not that they have to guess who the outsiders are. Which outsiders are in play. That's key. So, one thing Adam could be doing is he could be the Godfather and claiming lunatic or feigning lunatic, or he could just be the demon. But yeah, let me just message. I can message Steven. I'll talk with Steven. It seems like Steven and Omer were talking. I would guess that Steven was drunk night one. Let me ask you. Think you were drunk night one? See, Mina, the problem is around the board. This is a larger game than I'm used to. I'm not used to playing with 12 people. And a lot of them I don't know, especially. So it's going to be easy for me to lose track of a lot of people I don't know. I know who Omer is. I talk with Adam. So my points of contact are very limited. Yeah, a Godfather would require one last one outsider. That's correct. What means they'd be bluffing as that means that Adam would be bluffing as the lunatic in that case, right? And I would be the only outsider. And he would be claiming to me that he's the Tinker. Well, he wouldn't know I'm the Tinker though, but he would know the Tinker is in the game. Okay, he says, Steven says, not drunk that he was aware of. At least that he's not drunk, at least that he was aware of. Asked me if he was drunk night one. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not as sure about as Omer is about the meta that if he was drunk, that he must be. If Steven was drunk, then Steven must be good. I'm not too sure about that, especially if it was the demon, right? It would. So Kohava, she said she was the courtier. She said she courtiered. She courtiered the DA, the devil's advocate. Oh my goodness, where are the relevant reminders? She courtiered the DA, the devil's advocate. So the devil's advocate ability should not be working for the next 3 days, 3 nights. Be wild, although to claim that publicly in such a big way, I mean, she could be killed. And therefore reactivating the ability is kind of wild if she said that. So I think that's a lie. Yeah, okay, yeah. You, as you say in the chat, a joke, I say lie. All jokes are lies. All right. Public claims are almost always jokes. I'm assuming you mean with this lobby or other lobbies. That's not been my experience with the games I play. Maybe that's just how things work in the games that I play. So maybe I don't have a good perspective on these folks. So put a question mark there. Yeah. So, well, I deduced it was probably a lie regardless. All right. She said she was joking. Okay. Boop. Done. All right. Yeah, the gossips are going to be hard for me to keep track of. I'm intentionally kind of limiting the things I'm paying attention to so I have a chance of keeping up, because all the gossips flying around are too much for me to handle at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, so let's turn the attention to demon type. We'll learn a lot about that tonight. At least have some idea. We had some very specific gossips. Kohava had a very specific gossip, if I recall, but claimed minstrel to me. Very well could be lying in private. My concern is that people thought I was pushing for an outsider kill because of the Godfather. That's a problem. That's a real problem for me. I could become a real issue for town. But I think that people would widely agree that that my Tinker power is unlikely to be activated. It would have been nice to draw the kills. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that was the downside to me. Oh, we're back. Oh,
okay.
Phew.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello.
Hey, I missed. Did anyone die? I was talking to my chat
No,
during that section.
no one died.
No one died. Okay, interesting.
And I have a 80% likelihood of knowing why.
Oh, really? So I don't know what you feel of me. I feel I've been very open as to my own
Yeah, you have, for sure.
So yeah.
I have put you down as Tinker so far. I'm the courtier. I did drink with the Poe because the likelihood of doing the lunatic Poe switch versus try putting 2 demons in the back, it was a good chance of drinking with that.
So the Poe should be drunk the next 3 nights. So is this most recent night, or is on night 1 you did that?
I did that night too. I wanted information before drinking with someone, and Adam's information was just the most simple. That okay, this is what is happening.
What do you go before or after the demon?
Before the demon.
Before the demon. Great, wonderful. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So if we keep getting no kills, I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody who you are, obviously, because I'd love you to stay alive and save.
I have only told Scally and Jofo so far. I've lied in every other 3.
Okay.
So I will tell Adam, because I do believe Adam is a lunatic in this scenario. Yeah. I think we just have to go for Oma again and see if it was a DA protection or if he's actually a sailor.
Yeah, would that clarify that? I mean, definitely if he dies, that's one thing, because it could just be he was made drunk this time around for the sailor.
Yeah, it's true, but I think the best way to go around it is just taking that extra shot to see what happens, and then he can come out and see he's been drinking with to find out who would maybe have gotten drunk information.
Okay, I'm being pinged by some folks, so I'm going to go try to talk with them. But thank you so much for trusting me. Let's move forward. Okay, good luck, Jeff. Hello, Mina.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, what's going on with you?
I'm just sitting here.
Oh, that all? No fun conversations, no information. I feel like I've been very out there. I feel like
I've been cleaning all night long, and I'm a little tired.
Okay, all right. So what you been? Yeah, all right. So nothing to say then, or what?
Did you get it? No, I may.
Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I'm sorry. I thought you were. Okay, all right. You're talking to what people politely call an idiot. Just remember that.
Fair.
Okay, all right. So thank you. All right. Anything you want to share?
I believe you're actually the tinker, because it tracks with the information that I got.
Okay.
Because I checked my neighbors night 1, and that is 0. So.
Okay, great. So
that
yeah.
tracked with me.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna be okay with telling you that. I guess.
That's great. Well, I'm happy to I got people pinging me. I would love to reconnoiter. Awesome. Thanks, Mina.
All right.
I didn't yesterday, and Dwight was in my chat, and
I just got information that I think that Pamela has claimed 2 roles, Gambler and Minstrel, both of which are claimed by others.
Okay, that's good to know. So I don't know if people might take another shot at you today. I'm not sure what that would prove, to be honest, if they took another shot at you.
I mean, the only thing it would prove is if I think it's more information if I died, because then Mina is probably something that is very valuable, and he didn't want to make her drunk.
Yeah, so I think that, I'm inclined to believe you're the sailor. I mean, you told me right away. I hard claimed to you because I wanted to get you on record, and I'm glad I did. So I think that's helpful to you. Okay, Jofo wants to talk with me. I'd like to talk with him.
Right,
if that's okay.
you can let him. Oh, yeah. All right,
I can let him in. Hello, Jofo.
Hello, Jofo.
Omer, I think I trust you now.
Why?
Just reasons.
All right.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Christian, I have heard you should maybe not be going on your no Godfather.
Okay. So the only reason, the way that would work is that if Adam's the Godfather, right, or someone on his team is the Godfather, because then he would know that
go talk to
Tinker's in
Pam,
the game.
and I'll be back.
I'd be curious. Yeah. So could you elaborate a little bit, Jofo?
I've just heard. I've heard secondhand that there's a Moonchild in the game.
A Moonchild. Okay. Well, that would have been helpful to know. But
I learned that today. So
yeah.
No, I don't want to tell you that privately.
I'm not upset with you. Only them, and forever,
Okay.
and forever. Okay. Anything? So I feel like I've been pretty out there.
Yeah, I'm the fool.
You're fool. Okay. All right. Put you down here for fool. I would never think of that of you, Jofo. To be clear.
I appreciate that. I was about to send Dwight a message asking if I should take it personally.
It's a personally. Okay. All right. So that's actually good info. So a Moonchild, then a Godfather. So we should be careful not to execute Adam. Hopefully he's not bluffing us out of this.
Right.
Okay. Bye.
Didn't mean to hit you.
Good question, Milambus. We didn't know who Omer picked the night.
Hello,
I was clicking too much.
All good. 12 Alive. Feel free to discuss, gossip, do what you wish.
I would like to
Omer.
gossip that our good friend Pam B is lying about being either the minstrel or the gambler.
So your gossip is Pam is not the minstrel or gambler.
Yes.
Okay, heard. Jeff.
I would like to gossip that Oma didn't die due to a DA protection yesterday.
Heard. Jofo.
I would like to gossip that Omer did not die because he's the fool.
Heard. Adam.
I am the fool, but that's...
No, you're a fool, but you're not the fool, Omer, maybe. You can't be sure.
Adam.
I would like to gossip that the Poe charged last night.
Heard. Mitchell.
I would like to gossip that the lunatic charged last night.
What does that even mean?
Heard. Kohoff.
I would like to gossip that the demon tried to kill someone last night and was stopped by either an innkeeper or a tea lady.
Heard. Steven.
I want to gossip the same as that, but include fool.
Heard. John. John.
You're muted, John.
An accident.
John, you're muted.
I think he's lost internet again. That can be a John thing.
That tracks.
I would like to make a nomination. I just want Pamby to know that she's on notice because of the lies about the minstrel and gambler, but I am going to nominate known zombule Adam.
Okay, 1 second. John?
You're right, Jeff. That can be a John thing. I would like to gossip that it is a puppy game.
It's a pucker game, you said?
Yes.
Okay, heard. Omer, you were nominating?
I am nominating the known zombule Adam.
Alright, tell me why.
Because I think that he's the zombule, pretending to be the lunatic, thought he could get killed in round 1 and then not be caught again for the rest of the game.
Adam, your defense.
Nope, just the lunatic. If you guys want to clear this, that's fine, but I'd rather go after at least one of the people that I saw as minions, because I think they're more likely to be minions than just fake people that Dwight sent me.
I do want to put out there, relevant to this nomination. Has anyone heard rumor of any other outsiders other than myself and allegedly lunatic Adam?
I have.
Scandalous.
I've again only heard Goon in a free.
Pam, you heard a hard claim?
I did.
Are you willing to say if it's Goon or Moonchild?
I am not.
Or
Goon Child? Anything about this nomination before I run this vote for Adam? Alright, it takes 6 votes to put Adam on the block. We're running it.
At least get him on the block, you cowards.
John,
I don't want the Godfather to get killed.
Nina, Christian,
No.
Steven, Omer, Scally.
I'm not into letting Omer bully me.
Joker. 5 is not enough. Any
I can't wait to
others?
be bullied by you, though.
Steven?
I'll let Jeff go.
Jeff?
Jeff nominates Omar.
Jeff nominates Omer. Tell me
I
why.
told you to fuck around and find out again.
Because he kind of keep bullying us around.
Omer, your defense.
I'm ready to go.
Anything else pertinent?
This is my less trusted minion, so let's do this.
I'll still be here tomorrow.
I'm going to try to leave it at 6.
Right.
Yeah.
It takes 6 votes to put Omer on the block. We're running it.
I don't think we trust Omer to actually vote on him. Again.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
That's
Yeah.
valid.
You don't think that I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck around and find out again?
Adam,
Not twice in a row, no.
Nina, Christian, Steven, Omer. 7
Oh,
is
he
enough.
is.
Omer's on the block.
You guys are wasting time.
I'm okay with if you
I
survive.
think
I'm
you're
okay.
fine.
I'm okay with that right now.
If you survive, I think you're good. And if a Poe did charge last night, and we're gonna get 3 kills, then I'd rather have you live if you're good. But if you're not good, you're probably gonna die right now.
Pambula looks very happy about this, I'll point out.
There is one world in which I could die right now and still be good.
I had a delightful conversation with Omer today, so.
I actually quite enjoyed it. You'd be fun to play against on a TV show or something, you know. If there's a one world in which I die, that is still good and actually very useful. So we'll see.
Oh.
I mean, there's lots of worlds in which you die and are still good. But if you live, you're confirmed good.
Yeah, I see. I
agree.
was not aware of this.
Yeah. That's how I think, at least. Yeah, I think that's the case.
I think it's good science.
I would love there to be more. Can anyone bring something new to the table today to the public square? Or I didn't get too much new today, other than the fact that there might be a third outsider claim.
Pam is claiming 2 roles that are both taken by other people, so that is a double claim.
So is Steven.
Also, people lie in this game. I don't really know what to tell you.
I think one of the people that's probably in my, I gave a 2 to Jeff, and Jeff said he's heard both elsewhere. I think one of those, is lying for good reason, but I can't tell.
Any...
Mitchell, what do you have to say about
I will
this?
nominate Jofo.
Oh, hi.
Kohav nominates Jofo, right?
Hello. So we don't have to act on this. I'm happy to kill Omer, but I want to get this information out there. I have heard from an exorcist who picked Jofo last night, so it's possible that's why there were no kills.
Jofo, your defense.
I don't. That's fine, I guess. I can't really defend that because I don't know where you heard that from or anything like that. I'm not the demon. But this is also science play if we want to do that. I think Omer's science play is better because we learn more information out of it. But yeah.
Right. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Jofo?
Protect Jofo. Kill me.
Right. It takes 7 votes.
Thanks, Omer.
Kill me.
7 votes to tie. 8 votes put Jofo on the block instead of Omer. Adam, John, Mitchell, Kohav, Mina, Christian, Steven, Omer, Scally, Pam, Jeff. Jofo's reason
Thanks,
enough.
friends.
Any other discussions, nominations for end of the day?
Except Christian. I'm not thanking him.
Plunge the knife in, Dwight.
10.
Science play, Jofo. It's science. I guess we also don't have, since death is information and we have none of it, maybe that's why we don't have much information.
Steven?
It was an accident.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to end the day with the execution of Omer, who does not die. Good night.
I thought.
Yay!
All right, Omer is the goodest of goods.
Yes. Yes.
2 days through, no one dead.
Well, that's fantastic, right? It's very hard to concoct. It becomes increasingly difficult to concoct a world where Omer was safe and is evil. It could happen. Maybe an innkeeper for some reason protected Omer, but that seems unlikely to me, right? Yeah, I think I think we got to start looking elsewhere. Good thing is that we've had 2 executions with no deaths, and also no deaths. Period. Hopefully, we did not get a PO charge. The information Jofo came to us. So the courtier claims Jeff is claiming courtier and claimed that he courtiered the PO on night 2, and therefore the PO's ability will not work. If that's the case, that means that the PO should get 0 kills tonight, right? Unless the courtier is somehow made drunk themselves, there should be no kills. At worst, the courtier is made drunk tonight, and we'll get the PO will be able to kill, but we'll only get 1 because they did not successfully charge. Correct. And I like yes. You are the chat is correct. We now have information as to who was drunk the last 2 nights. I'm trying to remember who Omer said was drunk the previous night. It could have been the chambermaid, although thankfully the chambermaid chose me the first night. So but who's evil? That's the thing. Who's evil here? I don't have much on Mitchell. I don't have much on. I mean, Omer is dead reckoning at Pamela. Stephen and Mita. Okay, let's sailors. Let's try this here. Night 2, Mina. Okay, at this point, people know what Omer is. People will be able to infer that he is the sailor at this point, right? Either that or he's the innkeeper, or the innkeeper, right? No, who chose himself. I see John as a minion from Lunatic, maybe. Yeah, I could, From the Lunatic? I guess so. This game has basically been on pause for the last 2 full days. With a trickle of information. I do have a claim of a courtier of the PO on night 2. So if we're starting to get more kills, if we get 3 kills, that tells us something, right? That world doesn't make sense for whatever happened. Ask her what you get night 2. Yeah, Of course, there are other kills, but I think that if we see 3 kills tonight, it would be. I think that I would start to wonder what the heck happened, right? There could be gambler gossip kills, of course, but it's just Stephen John 1. See, I think you were drunk. Night 2. FYI. Yeah, it's hard to concoct a world where Omer is evil. That'd be quite a play. I have a hard time thinking how he pulled it off, but especially with him knowing his bluff right away, he had the coordinate and everything. So that means that chambermaid Mina almost certainly was drunk night 2. So there we have the claim of the courtier drunkenness. So reasons kills could be thwarted. Yeah, innkeeper, right? I haven't heard a claim of an innkeeper. Exorcist is another. So allegedly, Exord night 2. I don't know what Pambula's claiming all kinds of things. I don't know. Maybe I should talk with Pambula. It's like, look, I'm pretty out there. What's going on? And frankly, she has no reason not to trust Omer at this point, right? I mean, Omer mechanically is the one that's most likely to be good right now. You know, I could just keep telling Omer to pick me, right? If my power's drunk, who gives a crap? Oh, no, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that I don't buy this Moonchild thing. Which, and Jofo's one, it's like, so says to suspect Godfather. So all roads could come back to Jofo at some point. But he's claiming the fool, which is totally...
Everybody, Steven, 9 tonight.
Oh.
Shocking. I need to speak with someone, Christian.
Yep, I love to talk with you. Yes.
I think that I should try to die again tonight.
Why?
Because if I do do die, then my theory is correct.
I'm curious who you picked on night 3. Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So if you do, so this is all about metaing Dwight and what he would choose as a thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy. Look, I was happy to kill Adam the first time. I do want to point. I think we want to use your information to figure out who was drunk. Because you chose Mina night 2, correct?
Mina, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's good for her to know. I did let her know she's probably drunk because I think that's oh, sorry.
I accidentally exited that, but I think I got it. Mina, come chat with me.
All right.
Mitchell.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Sorry I missed you yesterday. I wanted to hear more from you. What's going on?
Okay, so I think it might be helpful to just explain my part. I am the exorcist that Kohov was alluding to.
Did you chose Jofo on night 2?
I did choose Jofo on night 2.
Yeah, got it. I have that marked down. Okay, so thank you for clarifying. So I'm skeptical of this new outsider information a little bit.
Okay.
I've only heard this from, I think it's all coming from one source. It could be wrong, but like I don't want to get too much tunnel vision in the outsider thing, but anyway, that's all I wanted to clarify with you, Mitchell. So you're the exorcist. So who did you choose last night?
I chose Steven last night.
So Steven last night. Well, okay. All right. Well, I'm guessing he didn't self-kill as the zombie then. Then that couldn't happen.
Yeah, no, I wasn't it's just these things always seem to happen. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. Yeah.
All right. Bye. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, I think this could likely be an assassin kill.
Assassin kill. All right. So yeah. So I mean, we only got one.
Assassin or gossip, but if it's a gossip, the person I have is a gossip a different demon.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's. So I don't. Do you have any idea who the gossip could be?
I will say top half of the Grim.
Top half of the Grim? Okay, because I haven't been keeping track of the gossips, so I'm going to be relying upon everyone else's memories of what the gossips were to track what was going on. Because
I only tracked that person, I will say, so it could be someone else.
Yeah, so we're living in two worlds. One where, I mean, the Poe is drunk and they...
and they would be drunk for another night. Yeah.
Another night. So yeah, so we miss another thing. Or it's not a Poe, and they just got unlucky for some kills on the first night for the first night here.
Yeah, they've sung it. So it's some fool sinking into a fool,
or a Pucka screwing something up, or yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mitchell.
Pamela.
How's it going, Christian?
Doing all right. How are you?
Good.
All right. So you got to believe Omer now at this point. So what's this is the problem for you, because he's coming after you.
I'm not really worried about Omer.
Okay, that's fair enough. Anyway, so yes, fair enough. It's not a problem. But yeah, is there anything you share with me though? I mean, I feel like I've been pretty out there as to what's been going on with me.
You're a claiming tinker. I will tell you. Fuck it, I'll tell you the truth, because
okay.
I'm a girl who spent some time in Tallahassee, and so I will tell you that I am the innkeeper, and I have protected you and Adam the last 2 nights.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very nice of you to protect me and Adam the last few nights. Why me and Adam, out of curiosity?
Because I would think that with you guys both being out there with your outsider roles, that it would be likely for a demon to come after you.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I could prevent a kill.
I mean,
I don't know that that's what happened on night 2, but it's an option.
Okay, all right. I see your reasoning there. Okay, no, I think I'm tracking that. I mean, I think at this point, mechanically though, like Omer is the most likely to be good in the game, and that doesn't mean suspicions are right. He does things, but anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're a dead man, Scally.
Just to be clear, Chad, I'm not buying this at the moment.
Took me 3 times to get you in a chat, and then you leave after 5 seconds.
I saw the countdown and I got scared. I thought I was going to get yelled at. And then I thought I was accepting you, and I accepted Jeff, which I was very glad to talk to Jeff, but I felt bad for Jofo.
Welcome back, everyone. 11 alive. Feel free to discuss, gossip what you want. Omer.
I like to gossip that Adam is a lying zombule.
What is the gossip?
That he's a zombule.
Okay, got it.
Specifically a lying zombule, Dwight. Yeah. You heard.
True. Jeff.
I would like to gossip that the demon is a Poe.
Heard. Adam.
I would like to gossip that Omar is living because of someone else's ability, not his own.
Heard. Kohop. You're muted.
Yep. I would like to gossip that the demon is a puka and there is a devil's advocate in the game.
Heard. Steven?
I would like to gossip that I'm dead, but if I was alive and the gossip that it would be sober and healthy chef too.
Yeah, what was the last thing you said?
There would be a sober and healthy chef too.
Heard. John?
I gossip that the demon is a Poe who is currently courtier drunk.
Heard. Mitchell?
May I gossip that the the courtier has not drunk anyone?
Heard. I guess feel free to discuss.
Before any nominations happen, I would like to just out all my information.
I
am the gambler, and with my first gamble, I confirmed Adam as the lunatic. I can confirm, as far as I can tell, that was sober and healthy. Last night I gambled Mina as the chambermaid. So I don't know what to make of that, because I was the one death. So a single death demon could have done this. I believe there's a Poe. I believe there's a Poe in the game, and I'm not sure what to make of it, because I've heard of protection rolls. I've heard of a lot of them. And I've also heard of an exorcist, so I'm curious if
There is someone counterclaiming gambler, so I'd like to clarify this right now.
They're not.
Yeah, there's another person
I don't think we
gambler.
need to get into that.
I think it's pretty clear what they are. If you
No, it's not.
Omer, let's talk.
I don't want to make too much.
Why don't we utilize the functionality of the app called Neighbor Whispers?
Okay, you whispered to me what your name is. Thank you. Yep.
Adam.
I think go on.
Oh, sorry. I chose to charge last night, so if the demon is following my kills, then they would have also charged last night. I am under the impression that the demon is a Poe and is Courtier drunk, as others have implied. But based on Steven's information, I would like to nominate Mina.
Joe, anything to say before I do that?
No, I'll talk after.
Okay. Adam makes Mina. Adam, tell me why.
I mean, Steven gambled her as chambermaid. She's not the chambermaid because Steven died.
Mina, your defense.
I am the chambermaid, so I don't know if that was just like a kill. Do we know if there's a gossip?
There might be.
Two.
I think there is a gossip, but I don't think the gossip was right
gossiped
yesterday.
correctly. Okay. I mean, I'm the chambermaid. I can die. I don't care. But, hopefully not.
All right. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Mina?
Kohava, what do you think of this vote?
Well, I think it's a good vote. I just think everybody is voting, so
Yeah,
it's not a
it's
lot.
rough when everybody's up.
It's like, man, I'm new here, you guys. Be a
Okay.
little nice.
I mean, there could be people that are still not voting. You know, I think a lot of people that are voting are, in my mind, confirmed good. So far.
I think 6 is great. Amount of votes for this. Like, I'm happy with this execution. More happy than other executions that have been floated today.
Thank you for. I seek your guidance.
I think this is worth clearing, but I do just want to point out it could have been an assassin kill last night.
It could be.
It seems like a weird assassin kill to me.
Anything?
Yeah.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Mina? All right. It takes 6.
I hear a lot of people saying Cordy hit the Poe, but I don't know why it's not Zumbul or Puka personally. I don't think Shab.
A lot of it is the lunatic having the Poe token.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Mina's on the block.
It is
Is it-
bettering Dwight, basically.
I would like to nominate.
Joe had his hands up. So I'm gonna recognize
No,
that.
Omer can go. Omer's allowed.
What were you gonna say?
I'll talk after you do your nomination.
I am going to. Oh shit! I was gonna nominate myself, but now I think I should nominate Adam.
So who are you nominating?
Why do you keep wanting to nominate Adam?
I think he's the zombule, and I think that
Omer.
I am the gambler that is confirmed.
Omer.
I don't know if I trust you, Steven.
I'm dead. What do you think I did?
There is no reason for Steven to be dead
Omer,
otherwise.
I believe mechanically you're very likely to be good. I think that your read here is all based upon a Dwight meta, and nothing would delight Dwight more than to make you look bad.
You're looking bad. I love you to death, Homer, as a fan, but you were looking bad.
White,
Anyways.
you have something to say for yourself?
Omer, any accusation
I'll
or
redact my nomination.
I don't think that's
Adam, your
No,
defense?
no, let it go. It's fine.
I got
I'm
soda
still-
in my eye.
Trust him.
Adam, your defense, if you had one.
No, this is fine.
All right.
Good
Anything
world.
else pertinent before I run this vote for Adam?
There's no world that needs to be cleared.
6 to tie. 7.
My sad little vote.
Oh, don't be sad.
Frickin' Steven,
Fine.
Cam, Jeff,
If you
Joko.
die, I can join you at any time as the tanker.
3 is not enough. Any other? Jofo.
I'm a little concerned that there's going to be a gossip kill tonight. Can we go back on the Christian thing? Specifically that he's either the Tinker, which means he can die anytime, which isn't a super helpful role, or he's the Godfather.
Yep.
So I'm not sure in that case if it helps to keep him alive either.
Well, I have an alternate proposition, if that's okay. The other thing is, I think, Omer, are you out to everyone as to what you are? I'm assuming it's mechanically. Is that the case? Is it,
There's still some discourse about it, but I don't care. I'm the fucking sailor, and now I'm being told I'm protected by lady. I don't
know. So Omer, you're either more than welcome to using your ability for detective powers, or you can just keep choosing me. Drunking the outsider here, then I can't be suddenly killed at night by Dwight for no reason. They'd have to use a killed. So I'm happy to be a drunk target if that helps.
Okay, don't tempt Dwight. You will not be. Omer could be just.
Yeah, at some point.
I think he would protect you in that situation.
Omar is most likely to drunk townsfolk.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry. So, I mean, is it worth killing Christian, or should we just keep it on Mina with the information we have?
I think we keep it there for now.
Yeah, Jofo, the only concern I have with that is that there is still a possibility of a Godfather in the game, even if it's not Christian.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not married. I think there could absolutely, especially if there's a third outsider, there could be a Godfather with 3 outsiders. So I'm relatively worried about that. This would be my dying breath. I'm sorry if Mina's good and I just got taken out by a demon or something, but it's I won't rest until this is through.
John?
I nominate Pam.
Hell yeah. I mean, sorry.
We don't have to do this. I just want to explore the option. If Scally's claiming Tea Lady, we could test science and see if Pam would die here or not.
Pam.
I don't think we should go another day and not kill anybody. I think we should leave the nom where it is.
Anything else? No.
I do want to add to this. I talked with Pam. Finally, lovely conversation that I believe nothing of. I
told you the truth, Jesus.
No, the one thing I'll say, Pam, is like she gave me the reasons for why her role made certain decisions, and it didn't make any sense to me. That's all.
Yeah, and she's been lying about what her roles are. I don't trust her.
Pam told me
take Pam up tomorrow. I'm always up for killing Pam, but nah.
I think I'd rather do Mina right now.
I trust Pam. I'll say.
Okay.
Don't let my death be.
Scally, I would love to chat with you. I haven't chatted with you all game. I'd love to chat with you.
I would love to, Christian.
Alright. It takes 6 votes to tie, 7 to execute Pam instead of Mina.
I would rather kill Mina.
Three is not enough. Any other nominations for end of the day? All right, then. I guess I will go ahead and end the day with the execution of Mina, who does die. Good night.
Cowards.
We killed somebody! Good job, Tam!
Yeah. Too bad it was a good person.
Suck it, Zombool.
Suck it, Zombool.
Okay, I'm reading the chat over here, friends. Look, Steven says, I was mega sus of you, and now I'm slightly less sus of you. It's like, well, I did a shitty job then. forgot to write down what her chambermaid choices for. All right, so I'm just doing a little text chatting back and forth with Steven, who thought I was suspicious, which of course, because I pushed the kill of Adam, trying to get a Godfather kill. The reason I did that is because I did not put together that the Godfather knew all the outsiders. So I thought that wouldn't make any sense for me to do for various reasons. Anyway, not worth explaining. It's, as long as it doesn't come boomerang on me. The reason is, who we talk about? John. She says Adam Mitchell equals 2. So who are our minions? We don't have much indication of minions at this point. Could be a Godfather. Could be a DA hiding out there. Yeah, this is a challenge. It makes me realize, friends, that so much of my deduction can really kick in once people are dying. And not obviously in this script for sure, because death is so much information, but like it just narrows down a lot of the possibilities. There's so many. But let's try to say. I'm gonna say Omer is a no. I'm gonna assume. Let's make some assumptions here. I'm gonna say good. I'm gonna say good. Me, obviously, good. Kohava as a good. She told me what she is. Exorcist claim could be. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna go with he's the lunatic. Assassin mastermind, I can see that. I agree, Electric. I want to say.
Morning, everybody. Omer died in the night. Christian died in the night.
Who else?
Me.
Omer and Christian.
Welcome to the land of the deceased.
That's a Tinker did.
Very intriguing. I think it could have been an assassin and a tinker.
Interesting.
No.
Maybe.
Sorry, Jeff.
Omer.
Scally.
Hi. Omer told me he poisoned me last night, which resulted in his own death.
Wait, he drunked you, mean?
Yeah, he drunked me. Sorry.
That's fine. So I'm assuming you're a helpful role then, more helpful than Sailor at this point. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
more helpful.
I hope it's pretty clear, unless the assassin decided to kill the claimed Tinker, who is evil, actually secretly evil.
I assume as well that you.
Yeah, I'm a Tinker. So what's going on?
Well, so he told me he drunked me because he wanted to kill Pam today to test it, and then he just died instead because of his own move.
Yeah.
I do trust Pam. I think that she's telling the truth.
Okay.
I don't know about Jofo.
I just didn't buy her reasoning for who she chose. I'm assuming she told you her claimed role?
What's the claimed role?
Innkeeper.
Yeah, she's told me the same.
Yeah. So
okay, what's the reason?
Well, she was saying she was choosing all these outsiders. I'm like, if anything, why is we're easy targets to be killed at some point,
Sure.
to be executed at some point. Why do that? It just didn't make any sense. I have no social read, but that's it. It just logically didn't make sense. How about you? What's going on with you?
Socially, she reads good to me. She has been too curious and paranoid in our chats in order to be faking it, in my opinion.
Okay. But what about yourself? Can you share anything about yourself to me? Because I got a lot of the claims on the board. You're the one big mystery.
Ooh, okay. Well, everyone assumes I'm a tea lady.
Oh, everyone assumes you're a tea lady. Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. Everyone assumes that. Do you want me to assume that? Is that
No, Christian, I'm gonna trust you.
Okay, I'd like to think that I'm one of the. It'd be a wild play. Yeah,
I am the third outsider. I'm the Moonchild.
You're the Moonchild, so we do expect that there is a Godfather out
So I figured I'm not going to tell everyone early. I would rather die a little later, and then also not have that outed. Pam was publicly claiming for me that there was the third Moonchild, that there was the third outsider.
Okay.
I do trust her generally. Omer was trying to get her killed, and I was trying to maintain my cover as Tea Lady because everyone just assumed. I had told Mitchell at one point that I was not the Tea Lady, but he's not brought it up.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay. All right. So I'm happy to not dissuade people of the Tea Lady rumors. If that's what you want, even though that make you a target, I would think, which is what you don't want. But
Pam is protecting me as the innkeeper, so they'll waste a murder anyway.
Okay. All right. So she's protecting her. Okay. You and someone else as the innkeeper. Okay. Yep. All right. That makes sense. That tracks. I just don't. Her reasoning for the early one didn't make sense to me. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Scally. I'm gonna filter around. Thank you so much.
Okay. Sounds good. Bye.
Hey.
Hello.
So I have heard of a minstrel claim.
You heard a minstrel claim? I've also heard a minstrel claim.
And the fact that there were deaths last night, I think.
Yeah. There. So if there's a minstrel, then nothing what happened made sense.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So all right. So just to clarify, so you chose. So the 3 nights you got that. So what? So we
Yes.
have to somehow explain Steven's death as being some kind of assassin kill.
It could be an assassin, although I would go for Omer if I were an assassin. So it's
Yeah.
a weird one, but
Gossip kill would be the other thing. I don't know of a gossip. I've heard rumor of a gossip, but not anywhere as where they could be.
I think it could also. I guess there could be a puka instead of a Poe, and they just picked protected people the first 2 kills or whatever,
Yeah.
and then picked him last the.
And therefore, wait. So you picked him the previous night, and therefore he
Mhm.
got. Yeah, I mean, I think that.
He
also
just didn't die on you, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't mean that you're.
Oh,
Not
you said-
who you said you were. You know what I mean? Like he would have picked
it
you while
explains
he
why
was
he
drunk.
Okay.
But yeah,
But that would only be a
because he would
problem
have
if I
been
wasn't a tinker.
poisoned the day because he would have been poisoned the day before.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be the poison the day before, and it wouldn't have changed anything anyway.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, like I'm pretty sure at this point, like it would have to be wild play if I were evil and faking the tinker at this point.
Yes,
So
I think-
hopefully it's good.
yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mina.
Bye.
Something is afoot here, and I don't like it at all.
There's many foots.
No, the 2 people
Yeah.
next to the left of you, clockwise, I look at a lot.
Welcome back.
Well, yeah, but
How dare.
also, it's kind of fucked up in my opinion.
Sounds like I like this person
Bad?
already.
Not what?
Who did you pick
Can you be
last
more
night?
specific?
There is only 2 worlds in which something could be happening. Either I was assassinated. Actually, I picked Christian last night. Why is Christian dead?
Okay,
Tinker.
you told me
You
you
chose
picked me last night.
Third different person you've said that I've heard that you've picked.
You told me you picked me
Once
last
you die, your protection
No,
goes
I-
away.
Omer,
so-
you
okay.
could have been a gossip kill.
Oh.
I'm
Like,
very
Can we
wary.
hear out who he picked? Can we please
okay,
hear
so
out who
night
he picked?
1, I chose Steven. That's it. That's
No.
why your info.
No,
was
Omer,
bad.
let's move on
No,
from that. Let's
Steven-
not do that.
Steven-
I didn't do
Steven
anything
likes
night 1. I'm the gambler.
Can we
I'm
just
not
hear
night
who
one.
you picked last night?
Christian.
Okay.
And who did you pick night 2?
Mina. No, sorry. I need to think of the order. I picked Steven, then Mina, then Adam, then Christian.
Did you? So okay, that's not the information I heard as to who you picked, Omer. I'm not confusing
What did you
or anything.
hear?
I heard that you picked Scally last night.
No, I told Scally I was gonna pick him. So because I told Scally, you need to prove to me that you're loyal to me and not Pam, and we need to kill Pam. And he said, if we kill Pam, she won't die. And I said, well, I'll make you drunk then. Now you have to do it. You have to leave your family for me. And he wouldn't do it. So
That's true. I was loyal.
please.
Uh,
You're not the tea lady. You're a liar.
Once
You're a
again-
no liar. And
Can I ask a
also,
mechanics question, Dwight?
you can.
If there's a minstrel in the game, and if Mina was a minion, would a gossip kill have gone through?
No.
No.
No one
And
would.
If there's a minstrel and the minstrel's sober and execution happens of a minion.
so either I got assassinated,
Oh. It was not me.
or my power wasn't working because I chose Adam, and Adam's really not the lunatic, and
chose Christian.
Steven was
What? I
poisoned.
thought you picked
You chose
Christian.
Christian. Adam was 2 nights ago, you said.
Jesus
Christian
Christ,
was
Omer.
last.
Yeah,
Did you-
but that was from the night
Who's
before,
lying,
right?
Omer? Which
You
one of us
go
is
before
lying?
the demon, Omer. So if you picked Christian last night and your most recent pick was Christian, then that's
Oh,
the
okay.
lie.
Sorry, I didn't know the order.
Okay,
My
before
bad.
Christian ages 5 years. I'm gonna open the day to gossips because I haven't heard any yet. Jeff?
I'm not gossiping.
I would just like to come out with my information since this is the last day I work. I'm the courtier. I did choose the Poe because of Adam's first token. The likelihood of that just being switched makes sense to me. That makes sense of the little to no deaths so far. But the Poe could have charged last night and we will see 3 deaths today. That means that we will go down to 4 if we execute someone today.
I want. Sorry, go ahead, Steven. I have a rule clarification after you go.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say I have 2 top targets, and that's John and Scally. I think Scally, I was assuming was a tea lady for the longest time, and I think I don't even know if he said those words before I started saying them. I think I might have like inadvertently gave Scally a bluff down the line, because when I started mentioning it to people, I thought Omer was nominating Pam because the two of them were aware they were next to a tea lady. That's why I thought Omer had such a hard on for Pam. And with like that, with there being no deaths and them still surviving, but as soon as I mentioned it to Omar and Dofo and like a couple other people, everyone's like, "Oh, I never considered that," because he's been double claiming me the whole game. And he said he was.
That's a minion.
The whole game is a lot. It was the first round. I just went around to every single person and said, "Give me your roll or I'll die."
That was a lie. That's my bit.
Well, sorry. I'll do it again. So
I don't know. He still could be the tea lady. Omer could have been assassinated, but my prime target is John. I don't think he's the gossip. I think he's been gossiping fake shit, so he won't get targeted for not getting kills. If Mina was evil, her chambermaid information tries to make John look good because there's a ping with me and him where there's a 1. And even if Mina is good, which I still don't think, but if she was picked by Omer that night. So if the drunk information, if she were drunked because Omer survived execution, then the drunk information is still a 0 and a 1, which also tries to make John look good. I don't like it. He's Omer's confirmed good. John's the other lunatic minion. I don't like it. I don't like
Go
it.
have your hand up.
Steven, who's the alternate? How does the second kill happen? How does the Omer kill happen if it's not a gossip kill?
Assassin, and Tinker Death.
I think we might be doing Assassin Mastermind game. Go on, please.
All right, Kohaf, your hands up for one.
Yeah, so I want to ask Scally, did you claim Tea Lady to anybody on the first day?
first day, no.
Interesting.
Mitchell and John and Kristen.
I think it might be useful to at least share my information. I don't know how helpful it really is at this point. I'm the exorcist. Night 2, I picked Jofo. Night 3, I picked Steven, and obviously that's why Steven died. And then night 4, I picked Kohaf.
John?
Hi, yeah, I am the gossip. So day 1, I gossiped that it was Zambul. There was no deaths that night. Day 2, I gossiped that it is Pucka. There was 1 death that night. Last night, I gossiped that the Poe was drunk by the courtier, and there was 2 deaths. I haven't gossiped yet today because I'm worried about the numbers, but if we think it's worth it for me to, I'm open to suggestions. I am suspicious of Pam and Scally right now. I think it's worth going after one of them today.
Christian?
Same.
They said everything I was going to say. Last rule for clarification. If the Poe was drunk last night, if they elected not to kill, then it still counts as a charge on the next night because, again,
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay, thank you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Jofo, no, I'm open by the way, but Jofo.
Do we have any information from Mina besides the chambermaid thing?
Can we have all of your information, Mina, maybe?
Yeah, I picked Kohava and Christian night 1 and got a 0. Steven and John night 2, I got a 1, but I was also told that a sailor drank with me that night. And then on night 3, I did Adam and Mitchell and got a 2.
You got a 0 from Christian and Kohava?
Yes.
Okay.
Mitchell?
Oh, I thought
okay.
I put my hand down.
All good. Noms are open, by the way.
I would be as far as to dead vote on either John or Scally today.
John, your hands up.
I'm not going to Scally.
John and Scally, come up.
I don't think Scally's the tea lady. I don't think an outed tea lady would still be alive at this point. And I'm
Omer, by the way.
suspicious of both Scally and Pam. I think there's a possibility that Scally's the DA and Pam's the demon, and that Pam is protected today and wasn't yesterday, which is why they didn't want to test it yesterday. So I think it's safer to go for Scally today.
Scally, your defense.
I don't want to test Pam ever because I trust Pam. I'll say I'm being protected at night, so that's why I would not die at night. I'm not bad. I would rather vote out John, frankly. He's one of like 3 people I'm still looking at.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Scally?
This is a bad vote.
Pam, do you trust Scally, Pam?
I want to. I want to so
Wow.
much.
Because
Wow,
I want to trust you, but I don't know if you're in cahoots or not. And
I think we have part of our evil team down there.
All right. Anything else about Scally before I run this vote? All right.
It's a bad vote. We're wasting this.
Well, I'm dead, so I don't care if you die too.
Join us, Scally.
I feel.
Join the
Join
line
us.
of dead, Scally. It's either you or Koala has to die.
Christian, Steven,
The dead are in this.
Homer, Scally. 5 left. Sorry, I didn't know the name.
Me or who?
We have to continue the pattern. It has to be one of us.
Oh.
Mitchell, I didn't say it. Mitchell, my bad. Jeff, Jofo, John, yourself, and Koha voted. Forgot to say your names. My bad.
I'll nominate John.
Scally nominates John. So do I.
Because I don't think he's really the gossip. I think that he's trying to cover for multiple other roles, and he's one of like 3 people that I still have as available demons. So, and I'm good. So I would like to keep me around, please.
John, your defense.
Yeah, I think at worst case, I'm a minion. I don't think there's any world where Dwight's giving Adam a minion that is a demon when he's a lunatic. So at worst, I'm a minion, and I don't think it's worth taking out a minion at this point. But I am just a gossip.
Anything else pertinent?
And to be clear, I think that I've been very suspicious of Pamela and Scally since I talked to him.
That'll be interesting in a
There's a
minute.
part of me that's still worried about a mastermind day. But
I never bought the rumors that there was another outsider.
Scallywag, and now he or she is voting with him.
No, I'm saying that I want to trust Scally. I don't know if I do.
You're voting with him, right? Meow.
Yes.
It takes 5 votes to tie.
Don't trust John.
5 votes to
Could
tie.
be a
6
mastermind day.
6 votes to execute John instead of Scally.
Took the words out of my mouth, Kohab.
Scally, what are you?
Let's all
mastermind
practice
do
healthy
Mitchell,
mastermind awareness.
Sohab, Nina,
Yeah.
Christian, Steven,
That would make
I think we're still voting out an evil.
But, yeah, would they still be? Would this
Adam,
still be an evil?
I
If
think
we have like.
I don't know.
If you think
mastermind
today is a
day?
mastermind day, we will
No.
lose if I voted out.
I mean, an evil would say that though.
Obviously, but we will.
Adam.
Can I nominate Mitchell?
Adam nominates Mitchell. I'm like,
What?
For the memes, I'm going to say he knows what he did, but for real, I'm going to say that I usually have a decent clock on Mitchell. He did fool me the other day, but I do usually have a decent clock on Mitchell, and I just feel like he might be evil this time. I'm leaning mastermind, so I think this is a decent shot here.
Mitchell, your defense.
I'm not. I feel like if we do vote for me right now, this doesn't. And I feel like we need to clear these worlds now. If we don't, we're going to just be in a position where we can't clear worlds later. So I do not think voting for me is a good idea right now.
Right.
I
Anything
think
else?
it's either tying it or keeping it on Scally.
I don't think it's a mastermind day. I don't think we.
I'm confused by
No.
Pam.
Oh yeah, no we.
I think Pam is claiming minstrel, and she's not saying that everyone should be drunk today.
That's a double claim.
Pam was not
I'm
claiming
not
minstrel.
claiming minstrel.
I'm not.
He's not.
Oh, that's a double.
Oh, okay, cool.
I have heard of a minstrel though.
It can't be a minstrel day today because people
Right, that's
died.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah.
Pam,
Yeah,
That
A
is-
minstrel wouldn't trigger if we killed the demon.
Right, but a minstrel would be jumping up and down if we did kill the demon, saying,
I
"Hey,
am-
there." Well, if it's, sorry, I'm confusing myself. But
So a minstrel knows if a minion dies, not the demon.
no, I understand. But if the minstrel, if we're concerned it's a mastermind day, the minstrel would be jumping up and down, saying, "Hey, we shouldn't be killing anyone today," or something to that effect.
The minstrel
Why?
wouldn't
Mastermind
know.
wouldn't work.
Why they wouldn't know?
Well, I think we have pretty good sense that Mina's bad because.
Do we?
Yeah, no, I'm going. I died, but I'm not.
I've heard a hard claim of minstrel.
Well,
for the
we can't
record,
have
if
two
that
assassin
changes
kills in a
things.
row.
I know.
And
Guys,
But couldn't we have?
There could have been assassin and then mine and then gossip last night.
okay, this is getting away from if Mitchell should die over Scally. So anything else pertinent over Mitchell's
We
nomination?
must
will-
be getting close because he made us stop.
I'm willing to do the
Sorry for
tying vote on this if we think it's a mastermind day.
Right. It takes 5 votes to tie, 6 to execute Mitchell instead of Scally. Renegade.
I don't think it's a mastermind day, but I still think Mitchell's better kill
I
than
think
Scally.
this is
I hope
fine.
it is.
It's Christian, Steven, Omer, Scally, Pam, Jeff, Joko, Adam, John, Mitchell. 3 is not enough. Any other nomination or discussions you wish to have today?
I think there's still a good chance that everyone that's dead is good. The more as like time goes on, I'm like still debating if my gamble on Mina was correct or not. And there's worlds where she can definitely be good. But if everyone that's dead is good, it makes it really hard to place people that's alive. And Scally's still one of the top people for me. So I'm not as worried about a mastermind day, and I really want to get someone that's evil out. So
I'm gonna end the day in 10 seconds.
I'm gonna be so mad if Scally snowed me this whole game.
I'm gonna be mad if you snowed me, Pam.
That's fair.
3.
Yeah, Pam.
One. With all of that, Scally has been executed and does die.
Yeah, I would like to use my Moonchild ability.
Wait, what?
You're a liar.
Am I claiming Moonchild? Scally, you gonna do someone?
I'm gonna pick John.
Okay, Scally claims Moonchild and picks John.
Wow. What?
Wait a minute.
What?
All right, so
I like that pick actually.
I don't think we should execute anyone tomorrow.
We are about to get 4 deaths, ladies and gentlemen.
If I were the
All right. Okay. So, just to say out loud what I've been thinking, ever since Pam told me her reasoning, so my current approach is to just see what they tell me makes sense from their character's perspective. And I mean, I think Pambula knows what she's doing. I don't know too much about Pambula, but like the decisions that she told me about Innkeeper didn't make much sense to me. That's what I was going off of. And Scally is coming out defending her. But anyway, let's see. So it's Pambula and Scally to me are the ones that I have an issue with. As being likely evil. Who would the other evil though? Who would be the other one? Now, let's see how many kills there are. Oh my goodness. If there's 3 kills and a gossip kill, we're in trouble, right? That would take us down to 3, and if we didn't kill... if Scally was evil, we'd be still okay. We'd still have 1 good person left. So how do we account for all the kills? Could be an assassin kill. Adam's the lunatic. Yeah, Adam's the lunatic. By the way, this is not my prediction up here. These are claims. These are everyone's claims. So no gossip happens. So what kills do we have at night? We had Omer, and we had Steven and me. I'm the Tinker. That's completely understandable. No one gossiped today? No one gossiped today. Perfect. Oh, I'm saying no one gossiped today. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. So at most, we're getting 3 kills off of a Poe. Technically speaking, John could die as the Moonchild, but I don't buy that. So that means if Scally's lying about being the Moonchild, it means there is no Godfather. Okay, it means we're looking at Assassin, Mastermind, or Devil's Advocate. I'm thinking this Assassin Mastermind makes sense to me because Assassin, someone's got to take into account these kills. Now Jeff could be wrong. Jeff could be lying, and that would be a really bold play for Jeff to claim early. Like he told me right after that he courtiered people. He would have had to have a plan to dribble out these kills and never have too many, or sink kills in order to feign that, right? Yeah, the Moonchild could kill John. Yeah, then the game could be over. You're correct. Assuming that all the 3 remaining are evil, right? Definitely could be the case. In which case, who would have been the evils? Maybe Jofo, Pambula, and Kohava, for instance. Because the only thing that Kohava has done, she's claimed Minstrel. Although, here's the thing. If there are deaths tonight, then we should be really looking hard at Kohava, right? because one of these people has to be a minion unless we kill the demon, right? Unless we kill the demon, then it's a mastermind day. Why is John not bad? I have no idea if John not bad or not. I have no idea. I'm just suspicious of Scally. I didn't mark John as not bad. I know Steven thinks that John could be bad. There is I don't want to backtrack too much on worlds, going back to the beginning. Is there a world where Scally was also the Moonchild this whole time? And I was, and there is no Godfather, but there are only two outsiders, me and Scally, and we clocked Adam as the lunatic. Basically, this is a wild lunatic play, right? That's a world. Is there a reason that world doesn't make sense? Technically, the gambling. Assuming that the gambler, we have reason to believe the gambler was sober, unless he was pukaed or something, right? Gambles.
Morning, everybody. Like what the fuck? John died in the night. Pam died in the night. Adam died in the night.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
It's just hell.
That's the Poe.
I think it's Poe. I think the Poe chose John. I don't. I don't know.
That's false. Then we're just gonna lose because we're gonna be building off of false worlds. I really am the Moonchild. I told Pam very early, and who just got murdered by the evil team, so I think you should have reason to trust Pam. I told Christian in the last round because he was pretty clearly confirmed by that point.
I think you are the Moonchild.
I am.
Why are we trusting Jofo's ass, saying he's fool? Like, what if he's not?
Why else would we have four
That
deaths?
could have been one of the free kills with the Moonchild kill being John.
There's also the chance that this is a Godfather game, and it
We
was a Godfather kill, a demon kill, and my kill.
Yeah, it could be.
I think it's
there's Pucker World.
Poe and Godfather's dead. It was a full
Yeah.
charge and Godfather's dead.
Because I died and I was a minion. I was not a minion, a fucking outsider.
Outsider.
So I am the minstrel, which means Mina and Scally aren't minions, and I think it's me and three evils.
No, on you,
It is
Kohara.
not.
I know nothing about you. You could be just as evil as anyone else.
I could be that if you're me, if you're sitting in my chair, you're looking at the other people, and you're freaking out.
I think there's very likely three evils alive. I just
why
don't
are
know.
people trusting Mitchell? For what?
Well, I don't know. I don't trust any of you. I think you're the four people that have literally no information about you guys, so I don't know who to trust.
Mina says that I didn't wake up on the first night.
Well, a demon wouldn't. Fix up the
Sure,
pucker.
but I'm not the Godfather or the DA.
That doesn't give me much. I'm trying to kill demons here. This is the last. I think we have to kill a demon today. That is the win con. We have to kill the demon today. So
Yeah.
I
think it could be Jofo. His ass is
It
lying.
definitely could be Jofo.
It could be Jofo. I mean, I did pick
Jofo went
Jofo.
a
I don't
super-
know if it legitimately don't know if it did anything.
I think Jofo is probably 85.
Hey there. I'm confused as hell is what I think.
These are all the people I least suspected. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, Kohava, all she's got going for her, she claimed in Minstrel early. Jeff also claimed Minstrel claimed Courtier to me early, right after he allegedly did the poisoning of the drunking of the Poe. I'm glad Adam is dead.
Never trusted Jeff because he could have been sinking kills to follow that narrative all along.
Absolutely. So that's totally. There's a lot of. I also did not necessarily trust Jofo. He claimed he was the fool. That's all I got to go on, and his reasoning last time didn't make sense. We got 4, and Mitchell claimed Exorcist. That could just be a lie that he didn't hit people at the right time. This is one hell of a puzzle. I don't know how to untangle it right now. You have any thoughts? Basically, I'm reduced to social reads, which I'm terrible at, Omer, which I need to rely upon you.
I mean, I think it's Jofo or Jeff. And I have to lean Jeff, but I get more social reads on Jofo.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Courtier can't be real. The Minstrel, it would suck if the Minstrel was real because we missed every minion. And
what do you mean?
Because the Minstrel, there would be no deaths if we had not executed the minions. If we executed a minion, there would be no deaths. We're getting deaths every night except the early ones. So that's one of the reasons that Kohava doesn't make there's a lot of implausibility to Kohava being the Minstrel because we never killed any minions. Right. Which of course Kohava has to say, well, clearly we haven't killed any minions because we're still getting deaths. So that's what's happening.
I see.
The worlds are a little too. The problem is so what in the world can we narrow this down to? Frankly, minions we can actually kind of maybe narrow down. I'm concerned that we don't. I mean, there has to be a Poe
minions
now,
we
right?
can narrow down. Yeah. So it's a Poe, and then it doesn't have to be the Poe because of the Moonchild.
Where did the other 2 deaths come from? There are 3 deaths.
The Moonchild and
I don't think we have a Shabaloth unless they were sinking their kills in a very creative way.
Well, it could be the moon. Couldn't it be the Moonchild and then the one that the Devil's the Godfather?
We got a Godfather. If we got a Godfather kill.
Yeah.
Yes, the Godfather kill. Oh my God, I'm a big fat dummy. Yeah. If we believe Scally now, then we believe that Adam is lunatic, which I don't think they would kill their own lunatic here. There has to be a Godfather. So that would mean. And people said, "Oh, it's got to be Poe. Oh, it's got to be Poe." Maybe it was never a Poe.
Right.
What would it be? Could it be
Godfather and
you got a Moonchild kill?
Well, it could be. Oh yeah.
We got a Godfather kill.
Yeah. It could be any of them. And the craziest thing is that they could kind of guarantee a win if there's actually a zombule and they're dead. The demon is dead, and we'll never pick them now.
We're fucked if it's a zombule. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I think it was very interesting.
Now there is a world where this wasn't a Poe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. There's 4 of you alive. Feel free to discuss.
Who died last night again? John, Pam,
Adam.
Your zombule died, Omer.
Yeah. He still could be. I'm just saying.
I don't know about that.
I don't think that's possible at this point.
Adam?
I will say with 4 alive and I believe at least 1 evil dead, it's probably a decent idea to sleep. The Poe will probably... Yeah, I don't know what the Poe will do, but I think we should sleep to force the evil's hand here and probably not talk too much to give them ideas.
I agree.
I don't like it.
I mean, I think we're delaying the inevitable until tomorrow.
Wait, why are we so sure that? I mean, I would love to believe we are at least semi-competent, but I'm not that optimistic.
Yeah.
That we killed 1 minion.
I do not.
Can we be sure that we've killed an evil?
No.
Can anyone else give me worlds where they're sure an evil player is dead?
I'm not sure. The people specifically are Scally and Mina, and I'm not sure that either of them are dead at all. I think there's a good chance we have 3 evils alive. My world is Jeff is the last remaining good, and I would love to get Jofo out. I think he's the most likely demon, just based on reads. We don't have information on, I think, any of you guys, so it's really just reads.
I think socially Jofo is bad, but I think that
What?
Jeff.
Homer, you gotta check that.
One conversation I had with Jofo, Jofo was very evil. Every other sentence I said something like, I don't know, unless you're lying to me, or I shouldn't tell you this because you're evil, or you're evil, and everything. Every time he was like, come on now, come on. I mean, no.
That's what okay, fine, kill me. That's fine.
I'm worried.
Jeff was sinking pills this whole time in preparation for his Poe nature.
I think he was drunk by Jeff. It's my
Pam, are you out with your role?
I was the innkeeper. I don't know why I'm dead. I was a delicious frame, but I protected Adam every night. And night 2, I also protected Christian. Night 3, I protected Christian. Night 4, Scally. Night 5, Jeff.
It's very kind of you to protect me. I do appreciate that.
If you choose yourself as the other one,
then you can be drunk.
Yeah, but I'd never protected myself. I've learned from Dwight drunking me every time I've been the innkeeper into
Did you tell anybody? Did you tell anybody you were protecting Adam?
I told Scally. I told Christian that I had protected Adam and him
told me after, not before.
You told me that she was protecting you the whole time, Scally, and that's why she had to die.
I said that she would be moving forward. For the record.
You said the whole time she was protecting you.
John, the only
either way, it doesn't matter. I lied to you. We know that.
So I think
John,
we're pretty certain it's Poe. I think the only way it's not is if it's Pucka. And Stephen, when you died, that would have had to have been a gossip kill because I gossiped that it was Pucka that day.
It might also be Godfather and something else, right?
So yeah, I want to point out the guy. Like, if we believe Scally was in fact a Moonchild and Adam is the lunatic and I was the Tinker, there has to be a Godfather, and therefore there would have been a Godfather kill last night. That's one thing.
Godfather's 11. I don't think they are.
If there's only though, it's really easy for the evil people to overlap on kills without being able to align like that. So, especially since I'm not sure how outed Scully was, so I think it's still likely that we could have a Pucka Godfather assassin.
Okay, but we got to do probabilities. You're saying it's probably they would have stepped on each other's toes. Probably.
Yeah, if that's the case, I'm still just worried about 3 evil people being alive. That's my top concern, and I think we have to kill today because either way, I think our top suspicious people are still going to be here tomorrow. But I think we have
or they'll kill the last good player.
But the problem,
or they kill the last good player if it is legitimately 3 evil alive. So we could just lose if we sleep, or we could go tomorrow and have
going to charge.
I think we're probably going to have Jofo, Mitchell, and Kahava tomorrow anyway. So
can we maybe get people on record as to who they would not, of all the living people, who would you nominate if you were going to nominate today? Do not nominate, but
Scally.
I was going to ask if we could go over who Mitchell exercised each night, and if someone with better notes than me could look at that.
I mean,
not worth it, or I feel like
night 2 Jofo, night 3 Steven, night 4 Kohava. That's what I got.
And then night 5 Pam. I wasn't able to share that information. But Pam,
you killed someone else with your exorcist pick? That's wild.
If Kohava was poisoned by the exorcist thing, then could that be why?
That's not
how that works.
Oh, that's not. Yeah.
Sorry, drunk. Whatever.
Please stop the demon from killing.
Guys, I will say it's been a long day. It's Final Four. Do you guys wish to nominate, sleep?
Christian, what was your question? Sorry, Dwight. That's.
My question is it impossible that it is a mastermind day today based upon the deaths that we have?
It is impossible.
I don't think so.
Yes.
3 deaths is too
The demon has to be at least one of the 3 kills, I believe.
Right. Once again, it is Final Four, so the living players you guys wish to nominate, sleep, what is the thought process here? I'm going to need a decision from you guys pretty soon.
Can I get a hands up how many wants a nomination today?
If you guys are this confident that one of Mina or
I'm not that confident.
I'm not confident about anything.
I'm like 95%.
I'll go
sure that
to
Jeff is
sleep.
good.
I'll take the chance. Screw it.
Yeah, I'm 95% sure Jeff's good, which means I know that there aren't 3 evil alive.
I'm 95% sure Jeff's good, and I'm 95% sure the rest of you are evil.
Okay, well, Steven, I'm going to take your 95% on Jeff and be comfortable going to sleep then.
I hope.
I'm not comfortable.
Mitchell and Kohav.
I'm fine with sleeping.
Jeff.
Joho and Kohav.
I'm good to sleep.
I'm nominating Jofo.
Cool.
All
Tell
right.
me.
Kohav nominates Jofo. Tell me why.
I don't see a world where I was drunk or poisoned on either Scally or Mina's deaths, which means I don't see either of them as minions. As the minstrel, I believe it's 3 other evil players alive. I don't know. It could be Jeff playing a blinder demon game. Everybody seems to trust Jeff. But in a private conversation with Jeff today, it felt more like he was Jofo's minion than the other way around. And Mitchell seems more like a minion than the demon to me, but I could be just wrong. I had to nominate someone, and I don't know if anyone is going to vote with me, but I believe that I will die tonight and evil will win, so I need to do this.
I'm willing to put Jofo on the block, and I think that Jofo doesn't have a problem with it. What are you talking about? Based on your role, it's fine.
I don't think going to sleep helps us actually at all. We get 1 more death, and all I think it does is risk that someone dies. So I'd rather put someone on the block today and then force Good to vote.
Jofo, you're out with your role, right? You're out with your role.
Christian, I think that one of his deaths would have been used already.
Pause.
Yeah, it's possible that it is extremely possible that I was the 3rd Poe death last night. And that was my first time getting pinged.
And it was the first chance that the Poe got to kill.
All right, Jofo, your defense. You want to make one?
I'm the fool. So if you guys want to put me up and lose, that's fine.
Yeah,
it's not that certain.
I'm not
That's all I got.
It's either you or Mitchell, I think. So
yeah, I
don't
agree.
know.
I think it's Mitchell.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah. So Christian, I think that Jofo probably was the 3rd Poe kill last night, and John died to Scally. So the 3 Poe kills would have been Pam, Jofo, and me. So executing Jofo Hill will actually kill him. And
I understand what you're saying. I can see how that could happen. I just but this could be the last night that we have, and Jofo's just like, oh, don't worry, it'll work.
I trust Jeff.
If you put this through, I will nominate Mitchell or Kohav. I don't think it's Jofo.
And
I will vote on Kohava.
Anything else pertinent before I run this?
Using 2 dead votes.
I'll use 1. I think at most 1 dead vote. I think that.
Guys, please. Okay. It's a vote for
Please
Jofo.
vote.
Anything else pertinent on Jofo's nomination? All right. It takes 2 votes with Jofo on the block. Running it.
Unless someone else can convince me that it's Jeff or Mitchell.
I'd rather put someone on the block because if it is Joe, I don't know. And then we already lost, so I'm just gonna put it.
Yeah. Whatever. We can also sleep and lose.
One's not enough.
Wait, Steven, why did you take yours down to the last second?
Because if it is Jofo, we would have just lost because then Jofo would have nominated and then got more votes on someone else and the game would have been over.
Jofo, Jeff, Mitchell. Do you wish to nominate or not?
Sleep.
Jofo?
I think sleep.
Mitchell?
Sleep.
All right. Good night.
No.
Yeah, good. Sorry, Kohava.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, this I don't have a solid read in this game at all. It's very interesting. I need to find a way to pull myself out of just the haze. This is the fog that you feel when you just don't have a solid grasp on a possible world. So let's try. Let's see if we can get that from this standpoint. The world where, see, Jofo and Jeff. Jofo's vouching for Jeff. Let's see if we actually survive the night. It's all could be moot. If we survived the night. I mean, Kohava has to be very certain. You're saying in the chat here, if Kohava is good, why is she nominated? Therefore, she nominated, right? You're absolutely right to think that because she should believe there should be someone that she needs to kill. Because she knows she's the minstrel. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. No one died tonight.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
We gotta do
settle.
something today. Okay.
Can Kohava be the minstrel? We haven't executed the demon.
No.
If we think there's an evil dead, which or there has to be because they could
That
have.
has to be now. Yeah.
Unless it's Mitchell. Unless Mitchell saved the game. I'd love to hear what Mitchell says. Because you should be dead. If
Mitchell,
Yeah,
what'd you say?
Who did you choose?
What'd you pick last night, Mitchell?
I picked Kohop.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think Mitchell has to be
That's
evil
impossible.
dead by now. I think Kohav. If we have an evil dead, which unless Mitchell exercised the demon, which is Kohav, one of the evil dead would have to be Mina or Scally, which means there would have had to be a minstrel day, and we did not have a minstrel day.
We
after
did not
I-
have a minstrel day.
We did not have a minstrel.
I think that
It,
Mitchell is
it would
trying to
make
draw
sense
suspicion
with the
from
Doesn't Kohava
bow
have to be
kill
bad?
on John. Yeah.
Doesn't Kohava have to be bad because
I
of
think
this?
so.
Because
Yeah, but
we
it's just
have to-
is she
Or
the
she-
mastermind or is she the Poe? And that's what we had to figure out, right?
I think she could. If she's evil, she's. I don't know. She's either evil and she could specifically be the demon if Mitchell's good. I don't think Mitchell's good.
I don't think Mitchell's.
I think that when we have Mitchell and Kohab there, it's an easy exchange of bluffs.
Yeah, they've been
and that's
kind
why
of
we
in
have Mitchell.
tandem, sort of, since the beginning. Koha was speaking for Mitchell's exorcist pings early on.
I also think
mean,
I think
he
that both of
totally-
them are evil, and I think that Exorcist is probably a better bluff for Mastermind.
I think Exorcist is a better bluff for Demon because it has the same waking pattern as Demon for Chambermaid.
And to be clear, we have to
I
get
think the
this right,
Chambermaid's
right? We
all
can't
I see.
kill
We
the
have to get the demon.
We have to kill tonight, otherwise we're.
Well, and we have to get it right.
Yes.
So
Omer?
I could be very wrong. I had a lot of bad reads.
Say
this
my
game.
name again, Omer.
But I think that Mitchell is trying to draw suspicion onto himself, and I think that the claim of poisoning or making the Poe drunk early on is a very good cover for no deaths and sinking some kills so that it can be used later in the game. So I think it might be Jeff.
I think it's Mitchell. Exorcist is like an excellent. You're the Poe. It's like a perfect Poe bluff. You can prevent deaths and
Yes.
frame people. It has the same waking pattern as a demon. Kohab's nodding along when you mentioned Mitchell drawing attention to himself. So if she's evil, she's trying to make it look like Mitchell's a minion. I think we have to go for Mitchell.
I'm also mostly on the Mitchell side of it.
I think.
Y'all had a live sister, so the knobs are open.
I do want to close off the world. So since we know that there is at least one minion dead here, can we say for sure like what our minions are? Do we know? Do we know there isn't a Godfather? Do you know that there
I
is
think
a
we have an
Godfather?
assassin because that's one dead. On
Could be Assassin Godfather.
Night 3. Yeah, God.
Yeah, and then
I
Assassin
don't know
Godfather.
What happened with that kill? I think it's
That makes sense.
Assassin Mastermind.
Well, you have to
If
explain.
there's no Godfather, one of the outsiders is
Correct.
lying.
Yeah, it has to be a Godfather.
I'm wondering
Which I
maybe
thought
Mina
was
was the assassin who never got to use.
But that's why I think the Poe kills could be John, Adam, and Pam just straight up, and
Yeah.
then that can hide the Moonchild situation.
Yes,
Okay.
that was the other thing I was thinking about.
But I mean, that incriminates Scally. I don't think it helps us decide who a demon is.
No.
So I still think I'm settled on dead voting for Mitchell.
It means we have two good, obviously, but we already know that. So
Jeff.
I'll get the ball rolling. I'll nominate Mitchell.
Jeff nominates Mitchell. Tell me why.
It's my most likely demon candidate based on the information presented so far. If it's Kohav, well done. But I think the demon minion combo is up there.
Mitchell, your defense.
It's not me. I understand that the suspicion is put onto me. I do think it makes sense, being an exorcist, that I
Yeah, I see
would
that
draw
both.
suspicion. I still possibly think that it could be Kohop and Jeff or Jofo. I do think we have two good alive. I don't know who the actual other good is.
Anything else pertinent for our run?
Adam, can you share your theory just so we can have it out there before we vote on this?
As of right now, I think that my world is that Mitchell is the mastermind and Kohav's the Poe. I had Mina down as the Godfather because that's the only minion that makes sense with the mastermind here, because there has to be a Godfather out there. I think that Omer would have died to gossip, Christian would have died to his ability, and then Scally would have died. John would ride to Scally's Moonchild, and then the Poe picks would have been Pam, Jofo, and myself.
See, I think all that information could be true, but I don't think it helps us decide whether if Mitchell or Kohava is the demon.
I don't think Mitchell's been
socially,
chaotic enough to be a
I think
minion.
Mitchell's minion.
It's like a socially thing. I think socially Mitchell's the demon. I think Kohava's been a lot more vocal, and Mitchell's been very quiet, which is rare for him. No offense, I love Mitchell's voice.
I don't think he's been chaotic enough to be a minion.
Okay. Anything else pertinent for run this vote for Mitchell? It takes 2 votes to put Mitchell on the block. Running it.
I am willing to go the other
Mina,
way.
Christian, Steven, Omer, Scally, Pam, Jeff, Jofo, Adam, John, Mitchell. 6 is enough. This can be beaten.
Oh, freak. What did I... Why didn't I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, there is a...
I don't think there's a world where there's votes on Kohav here, Dwight. Or on me or Jeff.
Is anyone else willing to
Yeah,
nominate?
I think we just have to hope it's Mitchell.
I don't know if.
There's no way to beat it now.
Yeah,
I don't think.
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It would require people who I think are evil.
Yeah, one of the evil people have to vote to make it 7.
Yeah, we would need evil to rise, and good to rise with them.
I did an oopsie.
Oh.
You'll never mind. It's fine.
Okay.
We're right.
Mitchell?
No, nothing. I'll explain in a little bit.
Terrifying.
You don't love that, Mitchell?
Why isn't he nominating somebody else? That doesn't make any sense.
Because I think they're cooked. No offense. If he's the demon, they're not getting the votes. I think we're kind of done.
Yeah, I think that if we have it, if we have it right, they're hoping that we come to an opposite conclusion and juke ourselves out of it. I feel.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. If we have it right, then they're not nominating because we won't be able to beat it. And
because we lost.
Have it wrong.
They have to get all of us to vote.
We're not getting any information out of this.
Wait, whose dead votes are left?
Mine,
Adam, myself,
John's,
and
John's.
Me.
And Mina. Yeah.
We could tie.
Oh.
With all of the dead votes and Jofo and Jeff, we could tie. So either way, I don't think
I don't think we're doing that.
No.
We all think.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I should have voted on myself.
You should have voted on yourself?
I was thinking that same thing.
Just listen to him. He's mind fucking us.
Oh, Dwight's just waiting for the timer to wind down. That's what
I'm
he's
saying you should have voted for himself.
Wait, you can just end the day if no one's nominating.
It sounds like no one's nominated.
We're not being nominated.
You're wasting time.
Just making sure, people talk themselves out of things sometimes. But I will go ahead and end the day. The execution.
Good job, evil.
Who does that?
Dwight. If my night prediction was right,
No!
I'm gonna be very angry.
No. It's Mastermind Day.
Oh yeah.
Or
I forgot
kill.
about that.
Mastermind Day or kill. It depends on
Or
that.
killing all these.
Yeah, we either lost or we. I guess don't.
We lost or we won. One of the two.
I don't understand what's
We did it! Oh, we didn't!
Good morning, everybody. Jeff and Jofo died. Only one person's alive. It's Kohav.
Ah.
Wow.
Sorry, Adam.
Adam, you blocked it. You blocked it.
Yeah, Adam, you said everything that happened. Like, I don't think you said anything wrong on that rundown, which as a storyteller is scaring me. I'm just like, please shut up. Stop talking. Kohav was your demon, your Poe, who was drunk by Jeff the Courtier on night 2 after it came out that the lunatic saw Poe. Joining Kohav were Mitchell, your mastermind, and Mina, your godfather.
Wow.
We had
Adam, you called that so early on.
Omer, your sailor on the first night, picked Stephen, your gambler. I made Stephen drunk because it's harmless. Y'all execute Omer. The next night, Omer picked Mina. And I played with y'all enough to know that if I drunk Omer there, y'all are going to execute Omer again, kill him, and be like, oh, Mina's definitely bad, even though I was probably drunk sailor anyways. So I made Omer sober again, hoping, that would buy Mina a lot of time. Y'all execute Omer. Y'all happen to execute him. And then Steven happens to gamble Mina. So it's like, great. I gave Mina all the social credit, and Steven just says, oh, let's gamble Mina of all people. Thanks, Steven. But no.
You're a monster.
Well, I play with y'all enough. Y'all go off the sailor dive, and I know you guys. We have Scally, your Moonchild, who was handed a Tea Lady bluff from the entire Grim and said, "Fuck it, we've all."
I had fun.
And love the Moonchild. That was fun to witness. Your third outsider was Christian, your Tinker. Pam was your Innkeeper. John was your Gossip, who gossiped correctly one time when gossiping about the demon being drunk by the courtier.
Yeah.
It was a fun night where. So what happened was, Adam was your lunatic who had a Poe charge 3 kills. The choices were, Adam chose Christian, Omer, and Jofo, who was your fool, who still had 2 lives left. So that night, Pam had picked, I think, Adam and I want to say Scally. So Kohab, I did not tell you who the lunatic picked because lunatic was drunk that night. But I went ahead anyways and followed Adam's kills to at least hopefully make him have some self-doubt by choosing Christian, Omer, and because Jofo was a fool, would have died anyways. So hopefully make Adam maybe go back and think maybe I am actually a demon, but it was just a little fun thing I did that night without seeing what happened there. And then the next night, you had your 3 kills anyways as the actual demon. But that was a good little back and forth game there. I was really concerned for Evil after the courtier drugging the Poe instantly. Like, that's fun. But no, good game, everybody. That was fun.
Glad we could blow it anyway. It was great. Good job.
Thanks, Dwight.
Omer, can we talk about your social reads?
I vote on myself.
How did you get so far into Survivor?
I was in the text field, so I meant to vote on myself, and I was extremely concerned that it could be beaten, and I was like, "Oh crap, I screwed up."
we could have done. Nah, we couldn't because Mina would have to have voted as well. Yeah.
No. I was like, wait. I feel like this can't be beaten, but I'm also not sure because of who all voted. So
yeah, it was unbeatable at that point. If Evil doesn't vote, but I was just like, I had to make sure Evil doesn't fuck the voting or something because I've seen it happen before, but in most cases, y'all were fine.
I wouldn't have let Evil fuck it up if it seemed like they were close.
I thought you were gonna say, "Hey, Evil, don't vote."
I didn't think it was gonna happen, but if worst comes to worst, I would be like, "Put your hands down."
Yeah. Mitch, I was totally telling you as well. Chat is singing your praises right now. You did a great job bluffing as a demon there that last day.
That was good.
Good job.
So I didn't actually know what Mitchell was the whole time.
I didn't tell you that. Sorry.
I was kind of hoping, yeah.
You could have asked me. There was a lot of neighbor whispering between the Evil team.
Yes, there was.
Not all that information got conveyed because.
Well, Girl messaged me as the morning starts. So I'm going into all these rooms and it's this blog post of I'm this is happening. Here are your all of this all at once. And then by the time I was able to read it because I was going around all the rooms, it had disappeared. So I was like, oh, okay.
Fun. Steven?
All right.
Yeah, that was a really fun game. It was I felt like there were times where I felt like I knew where everything was going, and then by the end I was just so confidently wrong. So sort of. I feel like we had some evil people. It ended up being 50-50. We're wrong. You guys did really well at bluffing the wrong thing, what you weren't. And that was I had another thought and I forgot. But yeah, really, really fun game, guys. Really, really close.
Yeah. Adam?
Yeah, no, as everyone else has said, a really good job from the evil team. Really good overall. Kova, I didn't actually read you as demon. I was only reading Mitchell. So yeah. that was really it. I really didn't have any real reason to believe you were demon other than the minstrel not going off and I knew you were evil at that point. But that was I had no reason to believe you were demon over Minion except for I was trying to read Mitchell and I didn't read Mitchell as demon at that point.
Mitchell?
So yeah, my initial plan was when I did say that I picked Kohab to actually execute and try and do the mastermind day that way. But for some context, on Tuesday, I had a very interesting demon game as the Vigor Mortis who did not Vigor kill, and with a Godfather. And I think that's probably why Adam read into me looking like a minion.
I was focused on you not fooling me this game.
So I do have a question for Adam. So I do remember vividly our lovely conversation on day one. Could you talk me through your thinking when I basically called, do you remember?
I'm trying to think of exactly what happened at that point.
Where you told me that you're the taker, and I was like, I'm going to double claim it at the taker.
Oh, that was the thing. Was at that point I was starting to think that I was still trying to meta Dwight a little bit and thinking I was.
Will hack. Hello. Did Dwight mention the
Gally
up? Oh, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry.
No, you're crazy.
I had to convince Kohoff that you actually were the Moonchild on that last day.
Gally, can you finish what your sentence was going to be, though? It sounds like you were going to talk shit on Dwight.
Yeah, no,
I want to hear it now.
Here quietly now.
No, I was
my name and talking about me. That's crazy.
I was metaing Dwight a little bit and thinking that I was pretty sure there was a lunatic in the game, and so because I got a demon token, I was just assuming I was lunatic from the jump, because I was assuming Dwight would have put lunatic and demon in the bag and switched them, which I assume is what actually happened. So I was just kind of metaing a little bit that I had a feeling I was lunatic from the jump. I messaged someone on Discord before at the beginning of this game being like, I think I'm just a lunatic. We'll see how this goes. So when you said that there was Tinker and Tinker was one of my bluffs, I was like, all right, well, that just kind of makes me go further down the lunatic path.
But
thanks.
Yep.
I don't know, Christian, why you didn't trust my protection of you.
Yeah, maybe this is my understanding, and literally it was just I didn't believe that, and everything else about you, lovely, of course.
Well, Scally and Pam were being so sus.
Well, I mean, it was like I assumed that why would the evil team ever try to kill me? Like it doesn't especially when I was Tinker. I'm a free kill that they don't have to kill. So why protect me? That's why I was.
It's a protection at night, so Dwight can't kill you as Tinker and make it look like a death.
Got it. I understand now. Thank you. Yeah. But also like an Adam. I think the other thing was Adam. Like I guess because he was so trusted that you were he would be killed by the evil team. Is that the idea? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I
understand now. Thank you.
And one thing as well, because there was one night where I thought about, because to add on to this, the innkeeper protects the Tinker from dying at night, but I can always kill the Tinker first thing in the morning.
But I would call that out in a second.
Yeah. Well, there was one point where I was going to do that, and you had picked Adam and Christian, and I was like, oh, I'll just kill Christian. I forgot I'd already told Kohab who Adam had picked, so I had to make Christian drunk, meaning I couldn't kill him. So it was like I was so upset. I was like, what do you mean? I already fucked it up. I can't kill the Christian in the morning. So yeah, you did stop me from doing that once. Wow, that was good. Mitchell?
Thanks, Dwight.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that entire situation was on the first day, Adam, I thought I was your other minion at first because the way you came to me, well, I trusted that you were the Tinker, but when people were saying that you were the lunatic, I was like, wait, was I actually supposed to be your minion?
No, Dwight gave me 2 good players as minions this time, and only one of them fucked with me.
Hey.
Good game, Christian.
Hey, no, thanks for playing with you all. I got a lot to learn, clearly, so well done, folks.
Great job, Christian.
Good job.
Very, very good.
All right. That was a challenging one. Yeah, of course, good job, evil team, on that one. I didn't, I think, we got a lot of very experienced and well-rounded players here. It was good. Yeah, I was nowhere looking in the upper right. I mean, Mitchell, I had vague suspicions on, but I'm not going to claim any credit for that. It's just I didn't get anything from him. And like a lot of these people, especially when they're blank sort of avatars, it's hard to have any sort of read on what they're like, you know? So that's all it was. So it wasn't anything game savvy per se. There were other times where I thought Kohova could be evil? Absolutely, because, just the probability of the minstrel, and also it's the easiest thing in the world to claim. It just runs out on you eventually. But what the point was, at the end, it was just a 50-50 call. 50-50 call. I don't rely upon social reads, as the children call them. I don't rely upon that, maybe for better, maybe for worse. Yeah, and I didn't understand. So I was going based upon, it didn't make sense to me why Pambella was trying to protect me, because I thought it wouldn't work I thought it wouldn't save me from Dwight's things, but I can understand now what she's saying. That makes sense. And so, okay. And these people are much better at this at this script than and they don't put that together better. So I was wrong on that. And I think that I just did not buy the extra outsider claim. Like, why is this all secret? This all feels convenient. People are coming out trying to throw Godfather out there, but I was wrong on that too. But yeah, I'm glad that people put together that it had to be a 50-50. Like, I know and again, the pieces don't start falling into place once deaths start happening, right? So it's despite of all of the work to get the outsiders narrowed down at the beginning, it was all completely swamped by all the other information out there by the end. Even the fact that we had a courtier hit of the Poe, like the courtier hit the Poe correctly, even though I thought that was just like a wild metagame idea, which I guess makes sense. And the lunatic was told Poe, and therefore the courtier made the Poe drunk, assuming there was a Poe. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, there are subtleties to the script, a lot of subtleties to the script that I think just come from I'm gonna have to practice more. But yeah. No, I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot by the end. There were just too many worlds that seemed viable. Adam seemed to have it clocked at the end, but was that fundamentally different? Was that world excluded from the other worlds? I feel like that there were many viable worlds, but I haven't worked through them. So. Yeah, I mean, so Electric Ninja said the courtier cover was really impressive on Dwight's part. The courtier cover. So the fact that talking about what agency did he have to cover? I feel like I missed what that is. Anyway, there's a lot. So let's see. The Adam Omer thing drew a lot of attention early. It did. Let's see. Hide outsiders so the Godfather and the bad doesn't know who they are. Maybe. He would try to cover. Okay, you watch. So you say you've watched Dwight's perspective a lot, and I just really felt like he would try to cover the demon to make Jeff untrustworthy. I mean, it was definitely still a possibility. I just know what agency he had toward that. The only one would have been the Tinker Death, but everyone else just knew it was a Tinker Death. He chose when to kill you and who to kill by the gossip. Yeah, but still, it was the number of deaths. I mean, like, the number of deaths is what covered for Jeff, and not the it's what covered for the court. What covered the evil, possible courtier. It wasn't the choice of deaths. I mean, I think that everyone saw through the Tinker Death. I don't know of anyone who thought otherwise. But at that point, I don't think I was a candidate. But I see what I think I see what you're getting at. All right. Well, it was very interesting. It's a very fun one. There's a lot to. There's so much to have to piece together. Yeah, I think that the one question I have, a couple questions I have. One is that were there any other viable worlds? I think both of those worlds were viable as to which, who was the demon, who wasn't, and literally just came down to who's behaving which way and why. It's a dangerous game at the end, and you never want to be in that situation. Sometimes Clocktower forces it. The other two is there anything else I could have done other than obviously narrow down worlds different. There was just a lot of worlds. There were just a lot of worlds. I don't know another way to say it. It's just mechanically it's challenging to distinguish between them. Yeah. So I think I understand a bit better when people tell me that this is a quote unquote vibes based script. And it seems it's because the number of worlds is so big. So you have to take into account. I mean, people call them social. This is my hot take. I don't know if it's the medium take. Is that what people call social reads a lot of the time? I think that should be properly decoupled from just logic. Just trying why is this person behaving this way? Like, that's what I tried to do in Pamela to poor effect, but it's just because I did not understand the meaning of why she was doing what she was doing. And I think maybe if I would listened more closely, I would have picked that up. But that served me well in other times where it's like, wait, why are you doing this? Like, often, maybe this is with people who are less experienced with these folks. They don't have a great like demon cover for why they're doing everything they're doing. So if you interrogate that, it shows up. It's like, that doesn't make sense. So that's and as opposed to just strictly behavior. I mean, the behavior is it's coupled with information and mechanics. That's what makes it suspicious. It's rarely just looking at a person and they seem evil. In my opinion, I think that coupling it to the information, I think that's what people mean a lot of the time when they say these social reads. They mean this combination of the situation and what logically makes sense versus what they're actually doing in a social capacity, as opposed to hard mechanical info. Yeah, I mean, I think in Trouble Brewing, you can be a lot of times you can like say, hey, hard mechanical info, these are the two worlds, narrows it down. That's interesting. It's a lot to think about. So, folks, yeah, exactly. This was it's like, Electric Ninja says, I'd like to actually play, since I've watched so much and story told, but never actually had a chance to be a player. Oh, really? Being a player is a very important part of the storyteller experience, I feel. I like Steven's point about Mina's info too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Squanchy Squid. I can't wait to play more of this too. It should be fun. And yeah, I agree. It's about why. It's about the motivation. You're trying to infer motivation, and motivation requires the context of the information given. So I think here's a good comparison. I mean, I've been watching the traders on Peacock. I mean, it's at times an interesting game. It's at times it's interesting, and a lot of these people you'll say like, oh, this person they just seem like they're sketchy. They just seem sketchy. It's like, okay, that's I guess a data point, if you will, but it's coupled with actual behavior. And you see this a lot of times, especially with people who are newer at these games. They're like, they just seem sketchy. And maybe if these people are new enough at the games, they're more likely to just seem sketchy when they are evil. So maybe it is well calibrated for the experience level of what they're dealing with. But so often, a lot of these people will be like, it just seem like they're bad. And I feel like that sort of reasoning tends to be very unreliable in practice. I mean, it's the kind of things like, it's very prone to confirmation bias. Like, oh yeah, I have a great read, except for the times where I don't. All right. I was like, hi, watching Dwight's channel. I didn't know I streamed. Yeah, on occasion I stream. When I play with Dwight, I tend to stream, except when my setup doesn't work for some reason. Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Well, folks, I think I'm going to jump. I really appreciate you you coming by. Thanks for coming by on the stream. I guess was I the only person streaming this episode? Maybe Scally was too. Scally was. So you can go to Scally's stream. When he's playing, I'm pretty sure he streams. You can check him out too. Thanks so much for coming by and listening to my blathering. There's a lot to take into this game. So have a great one. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.